Hey there, family. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I hope that your week was good. I hope that you're doing well. I hope everybody is blessed. I know that I am over here. It's been a great week. There's been a lot of different stuff that's gone on. I'm currently overwhelmed and my mental health is not doing super well, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. Not that you guys really are super wrapped up in all of that, but I have been deep diving into a certain particular set of files. And I've been trying to collect my thoughts on it. I've been trying to verify every single piece of this. There is a lot there, and we're going to be addressing it, especially when it comes to certain individuals that a lot of people are talking about. There's a lot of people that are spreading information that I think they think is good information. A lot of it isn't. And when I deep dive, I've been able to find things that just kind of blow it out of the water. There's also some stuff that they haven't found. And there's an underlying theme and tone with all of this. And we're going to be getting into this, I promise. But I don't want to come half-cocked when it comes to this particular subject, because I screamed for so long about these files needing to be released. At first, it was the list. And then there's like, oh, there's no list. I still don't believe there's not a list. I still don't believe that. But we need the files. And honestly, we've been given a lot. It's still a fraction of what there is, which is upsetting because legally they were required to release all of this to us. And it's been, about a month that they're late on their legal deadline to send this stuff to us, to release all of this. And the redactions are insane. But I tried to release one video on something that I absolutely verified. And I know that it's in the files. And I was very diplomatic and very calm about it. And I made sure not to go too crazy or overboard about it. But when you're talking about things like child sacrifice and cannibalism and trafficking and satanic rituals, which is what we're really talking about in these files, that's where it goes. There's still stuff that's in there. I immediately got an account warning on my TikTok. I've been banned 13 times off TikTok. In fact, I got my 1.7 million follower account banned on TikTok because I was demanding the files over and over and over again while they were lying to us and telling us we're stupid if we care about what happened on that creepy ass island. I lost my mind about it and I started freaking out and I was shit posting insults across the board. And so they actually they banned my account for it. I lost a big account on that. I'm about to get banned the 14th time, and that's okay. That's fine. YouTube, I had to wrestle with YouTube to be able to release this video that I put out, and they wouldn't monetize it, so it's not going to get many views. That's the problem with YouTube is if they can't attach ads to it, then they're not going to push it because they have no motivation. I have the motivation. I want everybody to know. I want this information out. It doesn't matter to me if I get a few dollars off the video or not. I don't give a shit about that. YouTube, their motivation is to push content that is going to make them money. And for them to make money, it has to be advertiser friendly and suitable. So, man, I'm a little bit frustrated, but I want you guys to know where my head is at because I'm struggling with some of the stuff that I've been reading and deep diving into. It's all really, really dark. It's really nasty shit. And I will be going into it, but I just want you guys to know why it's taking me longer than other creators. I know other creators are just pumping out video after video after video, and then I go and I look at their video and then I go and deep dive into it and I'm like, but you're releasing the wrong information, homie. You're releasing misinformation, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that when I release something, it's fucking on point. And even if it gets less views because people are tired of the subject, I want what I put out. I want my people to know, hey, he did everything he could to make sure that shit was 100% legit. I don't want the fucking views. I don't care about that. I want it to be actual, decent, solid reporting. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer, and I appreciate your guys' patience. I love you guys. Dudes, drones, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks, JD. It's sickening, fucking disgusted as well. Wood chipper, make pedophiles afraid again. And brother, let me make this perfectly clear. I don't give a shit who the person is. Anybody, political aisle aside, money aside, status aside, I don't care if it's your favorite politician, your favorite actor, your favorite celebrity, your favorite billionaire, anybody who is found abusing children needs to be executed. They need to be executed fucking publicly. They need to make a huge show out of it. They need to make an example out of it. They need to do it in a way that will drive fear into the heart of anybody who has ever looked at a child sideways and thought, you know what? I might be a fucking weirdo. You need to have those people have fear living in their heart and soul after what they see gets done to people who harm kids. So I love you, brother. Thank you for that support. Serenity Gaming Studio said, hey, JD, thank you for making a video about Tony Gonzalez staffer. Man, rest in peace, Tony Gonzalez staffer. First groomed by Tony Gonzalez, that yucked mouth fuck who moans when he wipes. And then to go out like that. Working hard over here on Brandon's team. Wildest election I've ever been involved in. If Brandon Herrera doesn't beat Tony Gonzalez, then I think that we know that there's not a fair voting system in Texas, man. Thank you for the work that you're doing. I love you and I appreciate you. I will be doing more deep dives into Tony Gonzalez as I stand strongly in support of Brandon Herrera for Congress, 23rd District of Texas. 45, what's up, man? Howdy, JD. Hard to believe a lot of the conspiracy theorists where right is also cool. We're right. Also, cool jacket, bro. Where did you get it? At also evil when it's exposed. Also, we need a crusade. That's a lot of alsos, brother. I appreciate you, man. I am so inclined to believe all conspiracy theories now, or at least give them enough credibility and credence to where I will go, instead of dismissing anything at this point, I'm going to go research that shit. I'm going to research time travel at this point. I'm going to research that there was a conspiracy theory about Barron Trump because apparently there's a book where Barron Trump is in it. A dude literally named Barron Trump, and it's way back in the day, long before Barron Trump was ever born. I don't doubt it anymore. Like, I need to research every single conspiracy theory because so many have been proven true. We're seeing right now that Pizzagate has a lot of credibility with what's just been released in these files, and we'll get further into that. As far as where I got the jacket, I don't remember, bro, but I love this jacket. It's very comfortable. I've had it for a while. I just don't wear jackets very often, brother. Allison Nunley, hey, stranger, just for a change of pace, please check out Walk for Peace with the monks. We're seeing them here in Richmond, Virginia tomorrow. Yo, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, sis. And Nick said, JD, much love from Kayla and Nick. Keep your head up, big bro. Much respect to you. Much respect to you and Kayla. Big love. Susan said, JD, your Sunday night lives are my favorite AA meeting. I have to remember everything comes in God's time. Love you and your message. Sister, let me tell you this. If I had gotten anything that I have today in my timing, when I wanted it, I would have destroyed it. I would have ruined it. I would have lost it. God has given me everything that I have, my relationship with my wife, a platform and community of amazing people. In the timing when I was ready for it, I could respect it and I would be able to keep it and do something of purpose and substance with it. So I love you. That's a great message. Rogue Ranger said, hey, JD, I'm going to start off my journey to becoming a police officer or sheriff. I got a lot of feedback from the community and I feel blessed for it. Brother, I love that. And let me just tell you this. I would highly recommend looking into being a sheriff if that's something that's an option over, a police officer. Sheriffs are elected officials and police officers fall under the local government. So there's a lot more political oppression. You know, when I talked to Sheriff Grady Judd, for example, out there in Florida, he was like, my sheriff's department is beholden to no one except the taxpayers. Those are the citizens that pay our wages, that give us the job that we have. And we are able to serve them and protect them more freely because of it than we would be if we were police, man. Thank you for the work that you're thinking about doing. I'm going to jump into this for a minute, and then we're going to get back to some supers momentarily. I want to bring this on screen. I want to show you this. This dude is Spider Mike. This is a 395-pound man, grown man, old man, 395 pounds, you guys. He is an Antifa enforcer for Rose City Antifa in Portland, Oregon. He's wearing, as you can see, a Trump is a cunt shirt. Classy guy. He has the everybody in the early 2000s got it. Flames going up his arm with looks like a little bit of tribal with some skulls. And oh, is that a Danzig head? Super cool stuff there, guys. Super cool stuff. So this dude is a violent communist retard. And apparently he hates veterans, especially if they're elderly and they are so disabled that they have to be in a full-time wheelchair. We're going to be going into what he did last night in Portland to an elderly disabled veteran, and how he put him in the fucking hospital, and how the Portland police were standing right there and they did absolutely nothing. Man, I'm going to show you the video. I want you guys to actually just see it. So we're going to jump into this and I'm going to show you this video. Just a little bit of a trigger warning, you guys. This video is fucking gross. This dude is disgusting. And here we go. Now, this is on the streets of Portland,
they just chased Jerry
outside of the ICE detention facility.
Oh shit, Jim! Oh shit! You already fucked around with my goddamn fucking.
So as you can see, old Spider Mike, all 395 pounds of this fat fuck, wearing an Antifa jacket and a helmet, is strolling down the street. He sees this elderly veteran in a wheelchair, and he decides he's going to knock this dude over, not sideways, but all the way back. He knocks his whole wheelchair over with a full force.
Oh shit, Jim! Oh shit! You already fucked around with my goddamn fucking.
He stands over him, screaming at him, knocked him unconscious, and he's standing over him, screaming at him. That is insane. That is insane. This man had to go to the hospital.
Hey, space, back up.
Popcorn! Popcorn!
Back up, space, back up, back up, space, back up. 1 minute, please.
So there's one angle of it. Here is the aftermath when the police come, not to arrest Spider Mike, by the way. They didn't come to arrest Spider Mike. They just came to see if he needed to go to the hospital, which he did. No, there have been no arrests made.
Still probably don't need
Yeah, everybody's telling me they got video. When he literally, there's people videotaping and pushing him. That's pathetic. He's a guy in a wheelchair. How fucking pathetic is that, dude? That's so pathetic. Like, he could have just went, like, and moved out of the way. Like,
That elderly veteran, Captain Jerry, is clearly in a shitload of pain. He was unconscious. This 395-pound degenerate, by the way, fentanyl dealer with allegations of child grooming. I've tried to fight this dude. Some of you probably saw when I went to Portland recently to face off with Antifa, I tried to get this dude to swing on me. Spider Mike, this fat retard right here. I tried to get him to swing on me, and he would not swing on me. But he'll do that to an elderly veteran in a wheelchair. I would wear this punk out, bro. I'd have fed him each and every one of his teeth. All 3 of them that he has left, I'd have pushed him down his throat. This dude didn't want none with me. This fat, flaccid, disgusting piece of fentanyl dealing filth didn't want it with JD. He wanted it with an elderly disabled man. Blue Cord Devil, who is a veteran, said, we'll send what I want to say in regular chats. Mods, YouTube won't allow it here. So I'm going to see if I can find that real quick. Dude, thank you for the big support. You know I love you so much, brother. It's so good to have you here. I'm looking for the comment in the regular chat because I understand how it is with these supers, man. I'm not seeing it, so they might not be letting him send it in normal chats either, unfortunately. But I know that anybody who is a veteran, anybody who is active duty military, anybody who supports our military and our veterans, anybody who feels that the elderly or the disabled deserve to be protected, we should all feel some type of way about this shit. We should all be really fucking outraged about this shit. And there should be patriots in Portland looking for this dude to tell him how they feel about this. Because the cops failed to arrest this man. And they knew. And I'm going to present evidence of that as well. This dude is an absolute piece of shit. And he may have inspired the Proud Boys to come back out there. Let's get this up. I feel so bad for Jerry. Big love and respect for Captain Jerry, man, who served our country so that fat, disgusting pieces of shit like Spider Mike could go out and protest, say what they want to say. This is so disgusting. Bearded Viking Woodworks, big love and respect to you, man. Glad to have you here tonight. Here is, hold on, where is the video I'm looking for? Here is another angle of this. I want you guys to see this from this angle as well. Sorry about that.
Peaceful protest. You fuck around with my goddamn fucking foot.
Do you hear the people laughing? Do you hear these demented, disgusting, demonic pieces of shit laughing after what just happened? I am so disgusted by this.
Fuck him!
No, he's fucking faking that shit.
He's faking it.
Danny Rebel, great to see you here in chat tonight. Love you, brother. I want you guys to understand. This dude, I know that I've said it multiple times, but I want to put it into context. This is almost a 400-pound man. This right here is almost a 400-pound man who decided to go after an elderly, disabled veteran. I want you to see this. He stands over him. First off, he has a weapon in his hands. He stands over him after he knocks him over. Look how much he has to push Captain Jerry over. He pushes him down hard. And then he stands over him after he put him down like that and screams in his face after he's already unconscious. I want you guys to understand how disgusting that is. You know that he felt like a big man. You know he felt like he was brave. He wouldn't fight me, but he feels big and brave when he does retarded shit like this, disgusting shit like this. And there was a crowd of people standing around laughing as this elderly disabled veteran is laid out on the cement, unconscious with a concussion. Scarlet Sage, what is up? Thank you for that big support. My dad is a veteran, and if this happened to him, I'd go ape shit. That hippo clearly hates America and the military. I hope the veteran has a speedy recovery. Hey, huge shout out to you. Thank you for the big support. Utmost respect to your father. My father is a veteran too. Love you, and I appreciate you. God bless you and your family. And Spider Mike absolutely hates America. He absolutely hates our military. He does. And he's willing to attack literal elderly people over it. Yo, Pentextine, what's up, man? I'm Team Human. I don't stand for this for anyone. Right, left, middle, pathetic, period. And if it was somebody that was conservative, liberal, patriot, transquifa, I don't give a shit. This is unacceptable behavior. This is absolutely unacceptable behavior. Thank you for the big support there, man. And I 100% agree with you. I'll stand all 10 toes with you on that, man. All day, every day. So rebel from the waist down. Rebel from the waist down. Rebel from the waist down. I love that name, bro. Tom Homan for president 2028. Silvio Dante said, release the Omar files. Oh, shit. Lynchard said, conspiracy theorist as a term was invented by the CIA after Kennedy was ventilated by the CIA. And that's absolutely what happened, bro. John Burris, at this point, I believe colleges are giving students mind-altering drugs to create these liberals. Well, you know, I don't know if they're giving them mind-altering drugs. I'm fully willing to accept any evidence that we have about that. Because like I said, conspiracy theories are just shit that hasn't been proven yet to me. But I'll tell you this, I know that their curriculum, as well as the curriculum that our children are being taught, is indoctrination. It's indoctrinating them into wild shit. Corey Graff said, only one man I'll be a deputy sheriff for, and that is Grady Judd. Bro, Grady Judd's a G, bro. I got to say this, man. Huge support to Chad Bianco, Sheriff Chad Bianco, who's running for governor of California. He's a great guy, too. And if he gets into office, I believe California has hope. If he doesn't get into office, if we get, you know, Katie Porter, or if we get Hilton, I don't want a fucking a British aristocrat who's been in the country for 25 minutes to run the fourth biggest economy in the world that is the state of California. I'm sorry, I don't. I want people that are Americans and have a history and have skin in the game to be running America and to be running our states. So look, Chad Bianco has 30 years of putting his life in danger on the line in Riverside County, fighting for the people of California. I think that man has earned his fucking shot more than anyone else on that ballot, brother. Butch the Original said, after everything we know politically, fraud, theft, lies, and pedo politics, I hope no one thinks voting is real. Much love. Well, I don't know so much that I don't think voting is real is that I think that our voting system is completely and totally corrupted. And we can see that. That's why the SAVE Act is pretty important. But also, I don't really think that there's that much difference in political parties because I think that they're both run by people behind the scenes that are way above our elected officials. Quentin Ward, oh, hold on, I missed one. 45 said, I needed a shower after seeing some of the photos. We all need some mental health. It's honestly kind of scary. Can we all just have a prayer for everything? Absolutely, bro. It's a great time to pray for our nation, the people of our nation. Quentin Ward, dude, there's a whole section under 5. Everyone on the list, wood chipper, all of them. Hell yeah, every single one of them. Roman Wolf Gaming, I seen Smooth's TikTok, and Scotty has his reserve and full-time Leo certification suspended. Maybe changed his name for a reason. Thoughts? Love you. I am not going to. So look, I think the way that Scotty has K Fitness has acted is absolutely disgusting. I am not going to read into things until I've thoroughly researched them, but I am in the process of, there's FOIA requests out there. Those are Freedom of Information Act requests, because every type of public record, almost every single one of them, can be FOIA requested. And we do have people looking into why Scotty K Fitness is not a cop anymore. He was never an actual an actual bounty hunter, like he said, because people have already debunked that he ever had a bounty hunter's license, and it requires a license. So we know that the dude is a liar. We know that the dude changed his name legally. What type of dude changes his name to Scotty? Scotty with the Y. I'm Scotty with the Y. It's weird, bro. It's weird shit. But I don't want to speculate on that until we have the actual proof, because I think what he's done is weird and it's bad enough. And if more shit comes out, I'll be the first one to report it to you guys. Camo Heater, what's up, brother? My brother from another mother, thank you for the good vibes the other night. I hit big at the casino, and yes, release the files, wood chipper. Glad to hear that you hit, brother. I'm so glad to hear that, man. Big love and respect to you. I love your life, and I'm proud of your recovery, bro. John said that dude should have been arrested for doing that. Absolutely. I'm going to show you the cop's response here in just a minute. Matt said, a little fuck around, find out happened to my town yesterday. Someone flashed a gun over an ICE bumper sticker and got arrested. Good. Any violent retard that's out there carrying, I support everybody's right to carry. If you're out there acting retarded with your gun, you need to have your gun taken from you and you need to be in jail. Period. That's just it, man. Corey Graff, this makes me angry. I tell Spider Mike, come mess around and find out. Elderly and handicap are off limits. He's too scared to pick on someone his own size. I'm telling you right now, bro, he turned into a puddle of purple puppy piss when I found him out there in the streets, bro. I found him out there in the streets in front of Chandler's house, and I was going to dog walk that fucking punk, bro. But he wasn't having none of it. Tinhead, Ethan, habitual line crosser, is catching strays with Tony's new smear poster against Brandon. I hope Ethan sues Tony for using his likeness without permission. I'm going to actually text Ethan after I get off and suggest him that he sues the fuck out of Tony Gonzalez. I think any bad shit that can happen to Tony Gonzalez, imagine this, bro. Just for a second, let me go off. Imagine that you are a fucking congressman, should be a pillar of the community. He has a wife. He has kids. He didn't just betray his wife when he cheated with that staffer. He betrayed his children as well. He betrayed the people that believed in him and voted in him, which he's done over and over again when he said one thing when he's running and did another thing once he got voted in. He's a constant lying act of betrayal. There's nothing of integrity, honesty, honor, or morality about Tony Gonzalez. I wish him the absolute fucking worst. I'm over here actively wishing that at this moment he is somewhere experiencing the most explosive diarrhea of his life and that he is very far away from a restroom. That's my wish for Tony. He moans when he wipes Gonzalez. Yo, what's up, sis? How you doing? I'm sorry, just got on. What did I miss? Well, I went off about my mental health and my frustrations with the things that I'm finding in the Epstein files that are Disgusting. And then we watched a video of a 395-pound Antifa enforcer assaulting an elderly disabled veteran in a wheelchair, knocking him unconscious and standing over him, screaming obscenities at him in Portland, Oregon last night. Now, we're also going to be looking at what happened to Tommy last night. You remember 2KO Tommy? He got jumped by 10 violent Antifa members last night who hit him in the face with a fucking rock. So we're going to be looking at that next. Sun Up, aren't Antifa a domestic terror group? Yes. Does Valhalla have a contact with NCTC? Just asking questions. Also, keep your head up, bro. So they have absolutely been designated as not only a domestic, but a foreign terror group. Trump did both. But what I haven't seen is mass arrests. There should be fucking mass arrests in this. And I can't speak to what contacts Nate has. I know that Nate does have some good contacts, but I'm not positive if he has NCTC. Samantha, thank you so much. The one-man army. After seeing a former Green Beret Valhalla VFT shilling for these rioters, I'm absolutely mad. He's shilling for people who don't care about veterans, aka the grunts who did their jobs. Call me a Django Fett. I think that Valhalla just has a different view. You as a veteran deserve your view. Him as a veteran deserves his view. I definitely don't always agree with him. He doesn't always agree with me, but I love him and I can respect everybody who's respectful's point of view. So he just has a little bit of a different idea of what warrants a fatal shooting, because he's done real shit. He's gone out there and he has a body count, homie. I've talked to him about this. He has a body count. And, for him, taking a life is something that holds a lot more weight in his opinion than it does in mine. I mean, he thinks that people should be better trained and not in a situation where they end up murking someone if they're attacked, if they're going to be able to survive. And I just see things differently than he does on that. I respect it, though. Canucks fan, YouTube is not letting send what I want to say in the super chat. Please try to find it in chat. I absolutely will, but I don't know that it's been letting people say what they want to, because I still haven't seen what the homie Blue Cord Devil was trying to say. I haven't been able to find it, and I'm bummed because I wanted to be able to find it. And there's a lot of chat happening, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't think I can find it, Canucks fan. Mike Zero Source, I hope they don't arrest Spider Mike. The veteran community has his number. Despite popular beliefs, we're not pacifists. Yeah! We're pretty good about issuing ass whoopings. Here's the thing, too. I'm not going to dox Spider Mike, even though I believe he deserves it. I'm not going to dox him, even though I believe in my heart of hearts he deserves it. But if you want to go over to X and you want to find his home address, Geyer Digital, the account Geyer Digital, has doxed his home address on X. If anybody feels like they really just want to know where he lives so they can avoid the area or maybe do a wellness check on Spider Mike, that's where you can find where that dude's at. And again, huge shout out to Captain Jerry, man. This is Captain Jerry's second time being attacked. Southern Granny Great just told me. Holy shit. These people will attack kids. It happened the night that I was there the first time after I left. 40 minutes after me and my veteran homies peeled out, they attacked a 9-year-old girl. These fucking violent retards. They'll attack disabled people, elderly disabled people, elderly disabled veterans. They have no soul. Khadija said, this hurts my heart. My family, including my dad, served and is a veteran. This breaks my heart to hear people do this. Sis, I love you. You have a beautiful heart. I think that in the end, things like this, you don't ever get away with. I think that in the end, everything comes back around. Call it karma, call it revenge, call it whatever it needs to be called. I don't see that dude not having retribution for this situation. Sarah Beamer, was Mike black and white, or am I mixing him up with someone else from the riots? Much love, brother. So no, he's actually not in a club. He used to claim to be a Gypsy Joker, and the Gypsy Jokers have come out and said that dude's not one of us. That dude's not one of us. Fat Antifa fucking retard. His actual what he was wearing is actually black, white, and red, and it's a Antifa jacket that he had made. He is out here now. Keep in mind, Antifa is a designated domestic and foreign terrorist group. And this dude is out there wearing Antifa gear, telling people he is the enforcer for Rose City Antifa. That in and of itself is enough to put him in federal prison. This dude is banking on the fact that our administration won't do shit. And so far, he's winning at that. The feds could arrest this dude. William Wisner, what's up, brother? Hey, JD, my wife and I are Navy veterans. Thank you so much. I appreciate your service and your sacrifice to you and your wife. We seen what Spider Mike did to that disabled veteran. Then we hear people laughing at what he did. I hope Spider Mike gets karma soon. And I want to bring this up because I've been radicalized by a lot of things lately. You know, when I saw what happened with Charlie Kirk, that was pretty fucking life altering as far as my perspective goes. But what actually radicalized me, because it's not hard to believe that one person out there wanted to kill Charlie Kirk because he was demented and fucking had problems and like demon possessed, you know, or that there was a conspiracy because he was speaking out against America's greatest ally. And that's one thing. But to see the public's response, just like with this situation, I could see that, you know, Spider Mike is a fentanyl dealer, mentally ill, probably has demons, and that he could justify this to himself. The fact that multiple people stood around and laughed, that's what actually is worse to me. And that not a single fucking man there did anything in real time to defend that fucking veteran. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, man. There are so many men standing around. I don't care if you're Antifa or if you are a patriot. I don't care if you're left or right. If you see somebody attacking an elderly disabled man and you are a man and you don't stand in, regardless of politics, regardless of political affiliations, regardless of beliefs, you're not a fucking man. You're a fucking punk, dog. You're a fucking punk. Every one of those men, including the police officers who were standing not even 100 feet away, they're all fucking punks. And that's how I feel about that. Serenity said, Bianco is a great man, but Hilton is obsessed with destroying him. California Republicans are fighting each other more than they are Democrats. Well, right now, the two people at the top of the polls are, in fact, Republicans. It's Hilton and Bianco. I can't get behind an uber rich dude who just got in this country, bro. I just can't. I can't. I don't want people in office who just got into this fucking country, man. I don't think it's right. Bianco has been, serving California, putting his life in danger to do so for 30 years. That's a no-brainer to me, dog. Ricky, lol, vets have the VA. It blows usual. The country doesn't care. But I tell you this, I want to know the long-term effects of anthrax vaccine, which was required before deployment in the Navy to the Middle East. Brother, thank you so much for your service. I don't know anything about it, and I'd have to look into it. I know that my grandfather was actually on the team of people who helped back in the day. He was a veterinary scientist, and he helped figure out why anthrax kept popping up. Because anthrax is so fucking gnarly that if cows get anthrax and you bury the cows in it, in the ground, and then years later, they were actually like growing produce on the ground where they had buried dead cows that died of anthrax, and it was people were getting infected through that. So back in the day, my grandfather was on the team of scientists that helped squash the reoccurring anthrax that was happening, man. Quentin Ward, yo, JD, you and me, Portland, want to do some heavy interviewing with these punks? I'm a smaller dude, but I'm game if you are. Well, I have a lot of big stuff coming up, but I might be planning a trip to Portland at this point. I might be going up there at this point. I 100%. Jay Blake, Michael James Duntley is his real name. Oh, there we go. So if anybody wants to know Spider Mike's real name, Michael James Duntley. And also, if you want to know where he lives, his home address, you can go to X. And on X, Geyer Digital has doxed his home address. So that's what I know. I don't dox people. Gray Lady down. Wood chipper time. Facts. Captain Squatch. The corruption goes back to the beginning of this country. True or false, bro? True. True. Absolutely true. Corruption goes back to the beginning of every nation, homie. You know that as well as I do. There's no one innocent in all of this. Mr. Paramedic, bro, thank you so much. Huge love to you. Leftists hijack words for fear and use emotions as currency in their manipulation war against this country. Facts. And Quifa is one of the best examples of that. And it sickens me that these BS examples of human beings steal oxygen from the better deserving life forms. You know, they call themselves Antifa so that if you say anything against them, they can be like, oh, so you're pro-fascism? No, you're actually literally the fucking fascists. It's like, I don't know if you guys have seen Womp Tomp or followed the whole anti-bad guy, good guy club thing. I know a lot of you guys are on TikTok, and I don't think Womp Tomp is on here, but he started an anti-bad guy, good guy club. And if you're not a part of the anti-bad guy, good guy club, then you must be a bad guy. And if you don't like us and believe what we believe, then you're a bad guy. Because we're the anti-bad guy, good guy club. And we can't be the bad guys because we're named the anti-bad guy, good guy club. Literally fucking hilarious shit, bro. I want to dive back into this real quick because I want you to see the reaction from the Portland PD on this. This is what they said after being made aware of the situation, after being showed multiple camera angles of what we all just watched. What we all just watched. Tell me if what you saw lines up with what the police say they saw.
Do you guys know why Mike wasn't arrested when he pushed that elderly man over in his wheelchair?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the video, and I don't think we can make a
He
good
charged
faith.
right at him.
I don't think we can make like a good faith arrest on it right now.
When he charged directly at this old man and pushed him over.
So that's kind of the thing. We watched the videos, and I think we're just going to disagree if that's how you're going to characterize it.
I think that we're just going to disagree if that's how you characterize it. Danny Rebel, what's up, man? Huge shout out to Danny Rebel and to Haley Ground Zero. These are my people. I love these people. These are my friends. I love these guys. Yeah, this is crazy that this cop would say this shit. And yeah, doesn't he have, listen to this zesty ass voice. Listen to this.
When he charged directly at this old man and pushed him over.
So that's kind of the thing. We watched the videos, and I think we're just going to disagree if that's how you're going to characterize it.
So I watched the videos, and I think that I'm just going to disagree with you if that's how you choose to characterize it. I just think that it's like, you know, it's totally okay if that sassy big bear of a 400-pound man wants to just manhandle another men's in the streets. Honestly, that gets me bricked. Type shit, bro. Fuck this cop, bro. Hey, cop, if you're watching this, fuck you, buddy.
We watched several videos from several angles, and just at least at this moment, we can't make like a good faith arrest on anybody right now.
Mr. Paramedic said that PDX cop eats hot dogs for the shape. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Bro, he keeps saying good faith arrest. No, dog. You have it on video. I have it on video. It's days later. Well, a day later, I have multiple camera angles. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I've seen a couple people be like, why is that tiny little dude a cop? The tiny little zesty man being a cop, that does not inspire authority, in my opinion. Like, if that dude tried to fight, and I don't resist arrest, but if that dude was trying to bust me, yeah, I don't know, buddy. I might not be going with you, homie. I don't think you can fucking make me.
Might change. We might get some more video tomorrow or tonight, and we can always make an arrest at a later date. But just as of right now, dealing with like the situation, like taking anybody away right now, I don't think
he's a primary agitator out here. He's a primary agitator out here every night.
Again, like if that's how you're going to characterize it, like.
If that's how you're going to characterize it, like, again, like, if that's how you're going to characterize it, shut the fuck up, bitch.
We're probably just going to disagree on what.
You guys know.
So, yeah, you guys can see exactly how useless these police are. Now, here's Spider Mike afterwards talking about the situation. And real quick, before we get into that, I do want to, because I wasn't able to find Blue Cord's regular message, but Blue Cord also said that cop needs to cry on his husband's shoulder every night. Huge facts, bro. Huge facts. All right, so this is Spider Mike talking about it after the incident. Clearly, he's had time to absorb what he did. He's had time to think about it. You know, he's a 400-pound man who attacked a disabled elderly veteran. So I'm sure now he feels bad about it, right? You guys think he feels bad about it?
An old injury. I've been dealing with that for years. You know, my knee's all fucked up. So yeah, it's hurting right now.
Right.
But, yeah, like I said, it hit one twist. My feet kind of went out, and I ended up like putting my hands up like that, and we both. I had my hands up his chest, and he's just like, yeah.
He's laughing and snickering about what he did to that old man. After that elderly man, I want to be respectful. I don't want to just refer to Captain Jerry as an old man. That Captain Jerry, he's laughing and snickering after he gave him a concussion and sent him to the hospital by knocking his wheelchair over. The low IQ, he's got a fucking Black Lives Matter shirt on, you guys. He has a fucking Black Lives Matter shirt on. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Full throttle, huh?
See, he just fucking laughs. What a fucking
Mike's
scumbag,
good.
dude.
I'm not gonna keep him on camera.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Go find my partner over here somewhere.
What a fucking prick.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. No way Mike was in any MC. North Trojan. Facts. Yeah, they've already disavowed ever having anything to do with him. So I believe this was from the night before. This is how wild it gets out there.
We gotta go. I can breathe it. I can breathe it.
Oh, hold on. No, this is the clip from Eugene. This is the clip from right up the street at my house. I live like 20 minutes away from here. I want you guys to see this. So here's what happened. These cats went, they smashed out the windows of the federal ICE detention facility, right? They entered the building where there were civilian and law enforcement employees, and they lit a fucking fire inside there. And this was the result. This is what the feds came out with after they did that. Now, I feel really bad for this reporter. She's just a young thing that was all the way across the street, and she still got gassed. They put so much gas out. She's across the street. This is what happened to her.
We gotta go. Okay, I'll direct you. Yes, we got gas. It's bad. We're going. We gotta go. We gotta go. We're gonna put this down. I'm coming. We're coming as fast as.
So the girl in the blue jacket is the one you're hearing. She's mic'd up still. She's mic'd up still. And she wasn't rioting or anything, but she got hit. They told them all to leave and to leave immediately. And as soon as they told her, everybody to leave, they gave them like a few minutes. And when they didn't, this is what happened. Somebody asked if I worship the devil. I don't worship the fucking devil, bro. Are you brand new here? Absolutely the fuck not.
Oh, I can't see a thing. I can't see. I can't breathe. I can't see. Okay, I just need it.
This must be her first time getting pepper sprayed. Your first time getting pepper sprayed sucks fucking dick, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for this girl, man.
I just need to get to the car. I need to. Please again. Why is this up? Oh, thank you.
Of course.
This again. I'm going like that. It's really bad. I'm not touching my eyes. I'm not touching my eyes. Yes. Hold on. We're working on it. I broke my key. It's here. I'm sorry. I just.
So this incident actually triggered Donald Trump to do a press conference where he mentioned my little ass city, Eugene, Oregon, home of Nike, home of the Oregon Ducks, home of the University of Oregon. Eugene, Oregon has a long-standing history of participating in riots. We even made it into a Sublime song about it. You know that song, April 29, 1992, riot on the streets, tell me where you. And then he shouts out, Eugene, Oregon, Eureka, California, let it burn, let it burn. So Eugene has a long-standing history of doing riots like this, but breaching a federal building is fucking insane, you guys. And it made national headlines. So this whole thing that happened out there was definitely crazy. Now, oh yeah, here is the FBI, Portland FBI post about it. The Portland FBI is seeking information to help identify subjects in an ongoing investigation of the breach and damage caused by rioters in the federal building. Please use the link below to send any images or video tips. And this is for FBI.gov, Eugene, Oregon. I know some of the cats that work here in the FBI office in Eugene, Oregon, and they're actually really, really amazing dudes. And if you guys have any actual information on this, any of you, please let them know if you have any verifiable information, because they will actually act on this. They're serious as a heart attack, and they're good dudes over there. You can see our friend Ryan that we were watching his live stream the other night said it was Antifa. Of course it was Antifa. And there's people trying to tag the FBI in the video.
Oh shit, Joe! Oh shit!
You already fucked around with my goddamn fucking.
Yeah, so they're trying to get the FBI's attention on this. But I don't think that the FBI could do anything outside of going after Wider Mike for his actual ties with a domestic terrorist organization. While we're here, I want to take a look because I want you guys to see what they did to Tommy Boy, man. You guys know Tommy Boy, the dude who goes up, did you know trans women are men? Stolen hormones, still a man, conquered people, conquered land. Well, you know, he had 2 knockouts on people. He knocked people out twice when they came at him one-on-one. Even though one dude had a whole fucking can of bear mace he was trying to swing up and spray him with. This is what they did to Tommy Boy. 8 or 10 of them jumped him. was talking to him earlier today. 8 or 10 of them jumped him, and they hit him in the face with a rock. And that's what they did. But you know what Tommy Boy did? Tommy Boy stood his fucking ground. He stayed on his feet. He stood his ground. He didn't let him take him down, but they definitely got him. Arson can absolutely carry heavy charges. Arson comes with very heavy charges, especially against a federal building. Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. So I talked to Tommy. He's okay. He has a pretty serious concussion, though. So Tommy is not going to be out for a few days at least. But here is the group of people that attacked Tommy Boy. You can see them all masked up. We've already started identifying them. So this group of people caught him slacking. They waited until they could get him. They threw a little trap for him, and they mashed his ass. He stayed on his feet, and he stood out there live streaming for, I think, like another 5 hours after that. Like, he stayed out there live streaming after all this.
Okay, well, I guess we just
This dude was involved as well. This black dude here, he's normally down there with duct tape all over his face. He calls himself Tape Face. So these are the people that went up and snuck Tommy and attacked him. Here's another. It's really choppy, and I apologize, but this is what we have.
I'm a pedophile protector. I can't wait to post this because I'm Yeah, you know. All right. You're a pedophile protector. You need to get the fuck out of here, you fat fuck. Fat fucking piece of
That fool just shined a green laser in my eyes.
Get the fuck out of here.
You dumbass bitch.
Hey, get it
They just jumped me.
Don't touch you. And a piece of shit. And put your hands on him.
So this was a coordinated jumping attack. This was way worse than a sucker punch. These people coordinated this attack against Tommy. And we've known this was coming for quite some time. Tommy knew this was coming. He knew that they were going to do this to him. He knew full well that it was just a matter of time before they came at him like this, or until somebody stabs him, or until somebody shoots him. But Tommy is a true believer, you guys. Tommy is dead ass serious about his shit. Tommy is a 100% true believer. Thank you, Dr. Dre Light. Fuck, I can't pin it. Yo, can somebody give me that that GoFundMe for Jerry in a non-super so that I can pin it to the chat? I would love to be able to share Jerry's GoFundMe. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Dre Light. Fucking G, man. Listen, you guys, if anybody wants to help Captain Jerry, I would appreciate that so much. I will be donating to that as well. Thank you for finding that. Blue Cord Devil said PPD saw it happen and didn't do a fucking thing. Bro, they didn't do a single thing. They didn't do a thing. They don't care. If you assault an Antifa, you're going to jail. Sometimes if Antifa assaults you and you don't defend yourself, you're going to jail. But if Antifa assaults somebody else, no charges will be filed. There's a reason for that. Because Antifa does the things for the local government, for the violent, radicalized, socialist local government in the state of Oregon that they can't have their cops do. They can't have their cops go out and do the things that they can get Antifa to do. And that's why they protect Antifa, because Antifa does their dirty work. Anthony Castro, JD, I went to a community college and got residential HVAC certificate. What college did these freaks go to? Bro, I can't imagine there's a lot of productive members of society in these fucking these crowds of Antifas, man. And congratulations. That's a great field to go into. Bugaboo Oddity Art. Hot shades, brother. Love it. And disgusting that Antifa enforcer attacked a disabled veteran. That is a real demon. Huge facts. Garrett, wood chipper time. Sad Dragon. ICE arrested 2 firefighters on the job. That's crazy. That's crazy. Were they actively fighting a fire, or were they at the firehouse? And they were illegals? I'm going to have to look into that story. That's wild. Purge this. Thank you so much. Love you, family. Alex, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for the support. Lone Star said, this really grinds my gears. That old man is a brother in arms, and I'd be damned if I stood back and did nothing. Absolutely. And, you know, Enrique Torrio from the Proud Boys called that out, and he might be coming back through. Jay Blake, sorry for putting you in that position. No, bro, you didn't put me in any position. I love you, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Crippled Snorlax, 345-pound Texas dude willing to punch out Spider Mike. Hell yeah, bro. Mr. Paramedic said it's at $700. Let's get it to the 7K. Hoo-ah, Chief Semper Fortis. Always courageous. This man is a real life embodiment of those words. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. J.M. Maddox said Crusades. I mean, y'all know how I feel about that. Tenfold. I know I'm not a close veteran homie, but I'm a veteran homie with the DOC number. As always, big love and respect. JD, dude, you are family, and I love you. You are absolute family. Blue Cord said it was the same back in 2019, 2020 with Patriot Prayers members up in Olympia where I was back then. You know, and I just got to meet Joey Gibson a few months ago, bro, from Patriot Prayers. I don't know if you know Joey Gibson, Blue Cord. Really great guy. Really great guy. I got to meet Joey. I liked him a lot. He was a super cool guy. I met him actually at a memorial for Charlie Kirk here in Eugene, Oregon. He came and spoke, and his speech was really, really inspirational. Kane said, big love, wood chipper tribe. Yes, that's this family right here. The one-man army said true, but when it comes to Valhalla defending Alex Preddy's stupidity, I've just had enough on my end. That's just me, though. And I'm with you on that. I just also respect my brother and his opinion on it. He has a different perspective of what went down. He has a different perspective of the world. I can respect all of that. As long as somebody's respectful with me, I'm always going to respect them. And I've known Valhalla for a long time. One thing I'll never question is where his heart is at and his morals. I've known him for 20 years. We may have different opinions, but I'm telling you that he's a man of integrity and he loves this fucking country, even if we don't see eye to eye on stuff. Corey Graff said Pam Bondi needs to bring charges. If they don't get him, someone will. And that's a big fact. And that's part of why I'm doing this. I'm going to be real honest with you guys tonight. This isn't just a live broadcast just to be here and hang out with you guys. I have been actively threatening Chief Bob Day of the Portland Police that I will not stop talking about this, and I will not let this go unnoticed, that I'm going to bring as much fucking attention to this as humanly possible until he has Spider Mike locked up. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue to put pressure on him. I want as many people as humanly possible to keep talking about this and put pressure on the PPD until they do something. Blue Cord said Joey Gibson is awesome and so is Tiny. Yes, dude, he was a super cool guy. Mr. Paramedic said, belay my last, he is a captain. My bad, sir. Hoo-ah nonetheless. Yes, Captain Jerry. Big love to you, brother. Big love to you. Thank you again for that big super, man. I'm going to bring those supers on screen when we get there. I'm not trying to lose the place, brother, but I want to read them right away. When people do those big supers, man, it means a lot to me, and I always want to make sure that I honor that by getting to them as soon as humanly possible. Mike Zero Source said, I'm trying to give Spider Mike a Valentine's Day card. I lost his address. Could you give it to me? I'd be heartbroken if he didn't receive his gift. It's on X. Geyer Digital has posted it. I refuse to dox anyone ever. I've been doxed. I've been swatted 6 times. My wife gets death threats. My elderly Christian mother gets rape and death threats. So I don't dox people regardless. Now, I don't judge Geyer Digital in this situation for doing that, but I'm not going to do it myself. Khadija, what's up? I hope Tommy and the elderly veteran will be okay. Prayers for them. I remember Tommy, all knockouts. Yeah, absolutely. And Tommy's going to be okay. I think that Jerry is going to be okay. I'll bring you guys updates as soon as I know anything about how he is medically. Christian Knights, what's up, man? That dude's reaction was over the top. That being said, he was running into people prior to this. Just asking, as the video, when I started watching, that does show prior to the assault, not insinuating anything. So it did look like he was going through a crowd, but I'm not sure because I don't have all of that. It looked to me like Spider Mike accelerated towards him as soon as he saw him. And I know that Spider Mike has a beef with Jerry. This is the second time that Jerry has been assaulted out there. It's the second time that Jerry has been assaulted out there in his chair. So Funky Führer said, hey, JD, I sent you a message on Instagram. Also, is there something going on with Super Chat? I can't say anything. Well, here's the thing. Let me let you guys know what's going on with Super Chat. I do believe that I put myself in a position posting a video about the Epstein files. I think YouTube is mad at me right now, and they might be taking it out on you guys. They do that sometimes. I think that I crossed a line they don't want. There's America's greatest ally is pumping a lot of money into Alphabet, which owns Google, which owns YouTube right now to suppress certain types of content. So I might be on some sort of a list with them. I'm not sure. I don't know entirely how all that works, but that might be what's going on, brother. Justin, yo, thank you so much. Hey, JD, I just turned 43 today. Happy birthday, bro. Hell yeah. And chose to stay home because I'm a business owner, husband, and father of 3 boys. I can promise you I'm no pussy, but I have things to actually live for, unlike these NPCs in the streets. Keep up the good work, brother. One love. Justin, that attitude is how you stay, being able to be a good father, a good husband, a business owner. I don't go out and do things, bro. Unless it's for work or getting a tattoo, eating a steak, you know, I don't go out and try to start trouble ever. I don't understand grown-ass people that are going out to do violent, retarded shit in the streets. We have more to lose. These people have nothing to lose, brother. And happy birthday to you, Justin. Thank you for spending some of your birthday with us, man. Mr. Paramedic said, your audience is amazing. The amount has already gone up to $1,600 as soon as you posted that. Good job, fam. I fucking love you guys, man. I love you guys. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. You guys are so beautiful, man. Thank you for doing that for Captain Jerry. Thank you for donating to Captain Jerry. Holy shit. I love this community. You guys are so awesome. Hell yes. That is so beautiful. Funky Fear said, my name is Fish Nipple 666. Dog. I don't know if you know this, but I have quite a set of nipples on me as well, brother. Kamikaze said Spider Mike should be arrested immediately. Those bike cops are punks. They are. And we've seen it over and over again. Mr. Paramedic, we already read this, brother. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. All your support is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Thank you so much. Yo, Barry just said that GoFundMe for Captain Jerry is up to $2,000 now. It was $1,600 a couple minutes ago. You guys are so beautiful, man. The wood chipper tribe throws down so hard. Thank you guys so much. That is so beautiful to see what this community is doing for that elderly veteran. I love you guys. Vic and Kelly forever. So tired of these paid cowards. Yep. Right there with you. Right there with you. Adam said, I have a good couple family members that are veterans. My great-grandpa has lung cancer right now. He's 78. So I'm here in Texas from Washington. Hey, man, I love that you're in Texas. Texas is a great state, brother. I'm glad that you're there for your family. That's what a real man does. I love you, and I respect you for that. Funky Fear said, this video is about elder abuse, more specifically, a guy who neglected his own mother. The video you sent me on Insta? Okay, I'm going to check it out, bro. Kimberly said, Jerry has bruised lung, concussion, cracked rib. Worse yet, police telling him it was a mutual combat and they may charge him. His wheelchair is broken. They have tortured this man for a year. It's disgusting. So listen to me, you guys. This elderly veteran lives across the street in the low-income housing that's state-funded low-income housing. He lives there, and for a year now, he wasn't just out there for no reason. He lives in the building that they're in front of doing all this. For a year now, they've been torturing these people that live in this low-income housing. I know multiple people that live in this building that are disabled. I know multiple people that live in this building that are elderly veterans. And for a year now, they've been tortured by these loud, angry, demonic, violent retards. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy. This is the second time that man has been assaulted. Darth Metalhead. If I went and teed off on Spider Mike, I'd end up in bracelets. You would. But he gets away with that shit. He does. I have a feeling vets are going to lose it. And they should. And another thing about this last comment, Kimberly, so the Portland police have said that they might charge him. That's insane. But I believe it. When I was in OSP, or no, it was when I was at Snake River. I was here in Oregon. I was in there with a dude who was a veteran, very respectable man. He was with his family for Christmas. He walked around the street, the block to smoke a joint on Christmas Eve. He got jumped by 3 dudes. He got jumped by 3 street rat motherfuckers. And one of them pulled a knife because he was winning. They were trying to rob him for his wallet. And he was whooping on him. One of them pulled a knife. He got the knife from the dude. And all 3 of them ended up getting fucked up. And they still charged him, even though they attacked him 3 deep, initiated it, and used a knife against him because he got the knife and defended his life. It's crazy. Tamara, thank you so much, sister. Sun Up, what's up? Spencer Pratt for mayor of LA? Yes. Yes, yes. Six's mom, sister, good to see you. The reason we are where we are is the no talking. We used to agree to disagree. It doesn't compromise your beliefs. Aloha from Kauai. P.S. I think he might clog the wood chipper. Yeah. And we're going to need a way bigger wood chipper for old Wider Mike. 400 pounds of fucking Antifa retard. Big love to you. You're 100% right. You know, we used to in this country, I know in this country, we used to be able to sit down at a table and break bread like Jesus said and sit there and kick it. And, you know, I'm a Republican. Oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, that's cool. And then we'd all be fine. Yo, another update. Mr. Paramedic said, just gave $200. It is now at $2,800. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, brother. I love you guys. You guys are so fucking incredible. Thank you so much for showing out for this amazing veteran. Chronic Cough said, remember, the left never stopped slavery. They just learned they didn't need chains to keep them in line. And that's fact. Garrett said, that's BS. Probably meant that's BS. Mr. Paramedic, love you, dog. Yo, the PDX cop eats hot dogs for the shape. Yep, I know that's right. He eats Snickers upside down. Felix said PDX needs to be arrested by the feds. The whole fucking place, man. Blue Cord said that cop needs to cry on his husband's shoulder every night. T-Man, my dog. I know it's easy to get angry and wrapped up in negative emotion, but even in these kinds of situations, we need to bring God into them and into our convos. We got to leave room for God's wrath, as the Bible says. Well, here's the thing. While I agree with you as a Christian, I also believe that when it comes to protecting the innocent, those who are vulnerable, that God never called us to be nonviolent when it comes to sitting on the sidelines and watching the elderly, the disabled, children, women get fucked up. I believe that there is a righteous anger that can be incurred that is not a sin, but that is actually virtuous. And I think knocking Spider Mike's fucking teeth out in this situation was entirely warranted. Adam said, we might not see justice on earth, but God is the best judge in justice. And please pray for my great grandpa. All the prayers will help. Love you. Your family will absolutely be in my prayers, brother. Sherry said, hi, JD, first live. Welcome, Sherry. Glad to have you here tonight. Watched a bunch. I think what you've done with your life is nothing short of amazing. We love your energy and passion for smart people, children, and America. Vets made America. Arrest him. Sherry, it is so good to have you here with us. I love you so much, sister. Lives are my favorite thing because this is where you guys get to know me a little bit more. I get to know you guys a little bit more, and we build a community where we can support each other and lift each other up. Truth Junkie said, U.S. Senator Howie Long, when fascism comes to America, it will be called anti-fascism. And that was 1,000% on point. Inevitable safety brief. That Portland officer still has some of that 5-pound gummy worm he tried to swallow whole. Oh, damn, bro. Oh, damn. Enrique Villa, what's good, man? Portland Tifa PD eats corn whole for the sport. Sucks to hear what happened to that vet and Tommy. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. SD Dragon, ICE arrested 2 firefighters on the job. I'm going to need to look into that, man. I need to know the specifics of that Because that sounds crazy. I'm not saying I doubt you. I just want to know the context. Norse Trojan said, no way Mike was in any MC. No way. He claimed to have been in the Gypsy Jokers. And I know a few of the Gypsy Jokers, not as many as I know of the Hells Angels or the Mongols or the Pagans or the Outlaws or even the Thunder Guard. But the dudes that I know from the Gypsy Jokers wouldn't fuck with that dude. Not on a bad day. Not in a torrential downpour. If that dude had an umbrella, would they fuck with a lame like that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Truth Junkie. The fascists of the future will be called anti-fascist. Winston Churchill. So was it Huey or was it Winston? Anybody know if that was Huey or Winston? Yo, you guys, Truth Junkie just put us up on game. That GoFundMe for Captain Jerry is now at $3,700. Bro, I could literally fucking cry right now that this community is going so hard for that veteran. You guys are incredible. It is such an honor to be here in this community with you guys, man. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this and for being a part of this with me. You guys are so incredible. Mr. Paramedic said, you guys are heroes. It's at $3,700. It brings a tear to my eye. Each of the donations from your fam are $100 to $200. I love you guys. I love you guys so much, dude. So much. So much. Woo! Irish Bomb Squad said, never. My uncle was a Gypsy Joker. Facts, dog. That's what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Truth Junkie said 2 quotes from 2 people with the same exact sentiment, and it's so fucking on point. They're prophets. They're before their time. Patty Lynn said, so cops would rather not work, arresting Big Mike. They're lazy and cookie watching you and very interested. Love you, little bro. I love you, Patty Lynn. I love you, Cookie. And listen, I understand that it would be a hard job to arrest 400-pound wider Mike. He's not going to fit in conventional cuffs. They're going to have to triple up their cuffs. It's going to be more cuff usage. He might not fit in the back of a traditional cop car. They might have to call the old paddy wagon down, or at the very least, get one of them SUVs for his fat ass. But they need to do their job. They need to do their job. Captain Jerry was chatting in Portland Andy's chat. That's awesome, man. Portland Andy is amazing. Shout out to Portland Andy, by the way. We love us some Portland Andy around here. Such a good guy. Damian Hughes. JD punked out Spider Mike. Spider Mike didn't want that smoke. You remember that? Yeah, dog. Spider Mike wasn't having none of it, bro. I called that dude everything. I called that dude everything but a good white dude. And he didn't want nothing to do with me. He didn't want nothing to do with me, but he absolutely wanted to assault an elderly disabled man, which is crazy. Ed Eagle. Jerry was in Portland Andy's chat. He said cops told him it was a mutual combat and worries he may be charged. Andy will be live with him on Tuesday. Well, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to hit up Portland Andy. I'm going to talk to him. I think that, enough of us, listen, if they go after him for charges, by the way, that GoFundMe is at $4,000 right now, you beautiful human beings. I love you so much. If they go after Captain Jerry with charges, I will do everything I can to help him with a legal defense. We will find him a lawyer. I will terrorize the Portland PD, the prosecutor, the entire system up there with every fiber of my being, and I will scream until my voice goes out if they try to put that man in jail. Trev, 4K, 4,300. That GoFundMe is at 4,300 DB. The link for Captain Jerry, the elderly disabled veteran that was attacked by Spider Mike is the pinned comment in the chat if anybody wants to help donate. We are at $4,300 for him, and it was at $700. It is at $5,100 right now, and it was at $700 when we started doing this, when we started talking about it. I love you guys so much, dude. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm not going to do an Elon. I'm not going to do the Elon. We know people will freak out. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. You guys are so beautiful. $5,100 y'all just raised for this beautiful disabled veteran. Tristan Allen said, if that was Tommy, they would have had him in cuffs quick as fuck. Absolutely. I'm surprised they didn't arrest Tommy for getting jumped by 10 people. Trev said, excited for your first legal drive tomorrow, JD? Well, actually, I've decided to wait till Tuesday and go to the DMV that is not as busy and is closer, but they're not open on Mondays. But I can't wait because I have a new truck and I haven't gotten to drive it yet. And I'm super excited to be able to drive. I super am. I'm tired of Ubers and having Jax drive, man. Super excited for that. T-Man said that asshole has a lot of trouble headed his way. Don't worry. He's going to get his. And I believe that because that's how the universe works, man. That's how the universe works. You know, we see what's happening for Captain Jerry, and we'll see the downfall of Spider Mike. Bad things happen to terrible people. Lynchen said, I wonder if it's too late to just, reappropriate some of that fraud money for Hell's Angels security at this point to get creative. Oh, man, that would be pretty beautiful. Six's mom, funny how they go after a veteran considering he's part of the reason they can do what they do. Hate America. No soldiers, no freedoms. Aloha from Kauai. And I think it's a really important point. I really want you guys to all realize that, veterans fight for our rights to be able to disagree with our government, to be able to go out there and protest, to be able to, our right to be able to carry lawfully. They fight for our freedoms to be able to do all these things. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that anyone in this country would have hatred for our warriors who put their lives on the line to grant us the freedoms that we have in this country. It's absolutely nuts. I love you, Six's mom, and I love Six too. So I just want to point out that less than 30 minutes ago, Dr. Dre posted this, and then we reposted it and pinned it in the chat. And within less than 30 minutes, that GoFundMe is at $5,500 from $700. I love you guys so wholeheartedly, man. Blue Core Devil said PPD saw it happen and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that is 100% in character for the Portland Police Department. Cisco said the fact that they tried to set an ICE facility on fire with the very people they're throwing their lives for and preventing fellow firefighters to put it out tells you a lot about these punks. Yeah, that shit right there. That shit right there. It is at $5,700. You guys in the last 30 minutes have raised $5,000 for an elderly disabled veteran. In the last, you guys, hold on. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on. Can somebody clip this? Can somebody clip this? In the last 30 minutes, this community, the Wood Chipper tribe, donated $5,000 to Captain Jerry, the elderly disabled veteran who was assaulted by that fat retarded punk Spider Mike from Antifa last night. In 30 minutes, y'all raised, now it's over $6,000. Y'all did that. I love you. You guys are incredible. I am so proud of this community. Let's go, Captain Jerry. Fuck you, Spider Mike. You guys are beautiful, man. Corey Graff, I want to come up to Oregon from Illinois. Now to call out Spider Mike, like when the Del Fuegos did in Wild Hogs. Weird example, I know. I love it though, bro. I love it. Jack Hinkle, love what you do. Seen someone was live in Portland. I wonder what's going on live in Portland. We're going to check that out here in just 1 minute, man. Developer Dave, Ducks or Beavers? Just curious. Well, you know, I'm right outside Eugene, so I'm always going to be a Ducks guy. No hate to the Beavers fans. I'm always going to be a Ducks guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though Eugene is violently retarded, even though we got a lot of Antifa here, I grew up, you know, from being a teenager on here in Eugene. So I'm always going to, I keep some loyalty to the home stretch, bro. We got a seat reserved with a plaque on it that stays empty for my boy Charlie Kirk here, because he was a huge Oregon Ducks fan. So, you know, I got to stick with my Ducks, brother. I got to stick with my Ducks, man. Trev, thank you so much, bro. Hell yes. Arizona Purple Goat. These people really don't want the smoke. They need to go home to their family before it's too late. Huge facts, bro. Huge facts. Paratricus. Virginia just passed a law saying it's illegal to demand charities show you where their funding is coming from. And they passed another law stating that the feds can't federalize the state National Guard without their approval. Virginia is in a lot of trouble, you guys. They just passed that shit. And they also just passed a law saying that you can't do mandatory minimums for crimes like child rape, assault, regular rape. They did away with mandatory minimums for violent crimes. They are on a major communist swing right now. And everything they're doing in Virginia, I know there's a lot of good people in the state of Virginia. Y'all might want to think about relocating. That place is not good, man. That place is not good. Mr. Paramedic, it's at $700. Let's take it to the 7K. Hooah! Semper Fortis, always courageous. This man is a real life embodiment of those words. Yeah, and so I think that his goal was 7K. And the last I saw, I believe it was over 6K, you guys. Fuck, that is so amazing. You guys are so amazing. Grizzly Bear. Hey, bud, just wanted to drop a line and thank you for what you do for addicts out there and this community. I'm 34 and just hit 11 years clean and 2 years off cigs. Bro. My brother. Hell yeah, dog. That is absolutely beautiful, man. Way to go. I'm super proud of you. No shit. Stop. It's at 9K. It's at 64K. Okay, 64K. 1 minute ago. You guys, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Grizzly Bear, huge love to you, man. Huge love to you, brother. Catherine, is there a good email for you? Sending some info. So, look, Catherine, I don't give out an email on here because the last one that I did blew up to the point where they were like, you don't have space left in your email. So I use my Insta DMs or my X DMs. It's much easier to get a hold of me through X because I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers there. I think that I have like 20-something thousand followers there. I have hundreds of thousands on my Insta, but that's what I use because they don't tell you you're too full and then shut your stuff down. SD Dragons, actively fighting a fire. They were actively fighting a fire and ICE arrested 2 firefighters. That is nuts, bro. Blue Cord Devil, it was the same back in 2019, 2020 with Patriot Prayers members. Yeah, dude. Yo, big shout out to Joey Gibson. Didn't he get shot? I think Joey Gibson got shot by one of these retarded Antifas. Wasn't that Joey Gibson that got shot? That's crazy. Arizona Purple Goat, this will defend. Absolutely. And for those of you who just came into the chat, let's go back here real quick. I want to do a quick review of exactly what it is that we're talking about right now because this is important. I know we've been talking about this GoFundMe, and I'm sure that there's people in here who didn't see what happened. So I want to bring this on stream real quick. And I want to show you exactly what it is we're talking about. This is Captain Jerry. This is Captain Jerry is an elderly disabled veteran who lives in this apartment complex right here. And for a year, he's been dealing with these violent retards out there in the streets who haven't let them sleep, haven't let them get a moment of peace. So you can see right here, he's trying to get through in his wheelchair, in his little scooter. And as he's trying to go through, this dude actively moves out of his way to try to block a man who's disabled and in a scooter. He's actively trying to block this man who has trouble walking, an elderly veteran. And then comes in a 400-pound piece of shit named Spider Mike. Tiny got shot in the ankle. Thank you, Blue Cord Devil. I knew somebody got shot.
Peaceful protest.
That is a 400-pound man in a fucking helmet with a weapon in his hand. Comes up on him from the side, as you can see, from the side, and pushes until his wheelchair flips all the way over and he smacks his head connecting with concrete. And once he knocks him over, listen to what he does. Listen to them laughing. Look at this dude in the yellow hoodie, this fat pear-shaped fuck in the yellow hoodie laughing after this elderly disabled veteran is knocked to the fucking ground.
Fuck him!
No, he's fucking faking that shit.
He's faking that shit. You knocked him unconscious, dog. The dude's like in his probably 70s, maybe late 70s. You knocked him fucking unconscious, bro. And they're laughing at him. They're laughing at him.
He's faking it. Back up.
They're yelling that he's faking it. Wow. This is the most disgusting shit that I've seen in so long. It is so disgusting what they just did to them. And afterwards, Spider Mike, after doing that, where did that shit go? Where did that shit go? Hold on. Let me find this real quick, because I think this is absolutely worth watching again for those who didn't see it the first time because of how disgusting this is. Maybe I don't have it now. Maybe I don't have it. Anyway, Spider Mike was laughing about it, talking about how he knocked him over, and chuckling about hurting this dude, which is so despicable and so disgusting. I don't even know what to say about how gross that of a human being that piece of shit is. That 400-pound accusations of child grooming, an admitted on video fentanyl dealer. When I was there in Portland, I tried to fight him and he wouldn't fight, but he did that to an elderly disabled veteran in our streets. That is so crazy. That's who people are donating to. And it is at $7,300. It was at $700 when we started. You are incredible human beings. I love each and every one of you so much. Even if you can't donate, the fact that you're here, I love you so much. Mr. Paramedic said, paramedic here. He's not faking it. That is a TBI. It hurts my heart. Y'all get that GoFundMe up to 10K. And Mr. Paramedic is a paramedic. If you don't know what a TBI is, it's a traumatic brain injury. He will probably be suffering for quite some time from that. Magic Misa said, gave some money to Tommy for well wishes. I'm a moderate with differing opinions, but Tommy was exercising his rights, and I respect that. I hope he heals. I don't agree with everything Tommy says. I know that he's out there passionately because he believes in what he says. He believes in what he's out there working for. And Tommy didn't start out the way that he operates now. I want you guys to understand, Tommy didn't start out there yelling and being crazy. Tommy was radicalized, you guys, because they kept attacking him, physically attacking him. He went down there in a fucking Charlie Kirk shirt that said freedom and his Make America Great Again hat just to support ICE, right? And they physically assaulted him multiple times. And that's what created the Tommy boy that you guys see out there today. He's acting the way he's acting because of what was done to him. That's just the reality. Mr. Paramedic, belay my last, he is a captain. My bad, sir. Hoorah, nonetheless. Hell yeah. Developer Dave said, you're going to Portland? Much love, man. Be careful. You know, I might pop up in Portland. I never like to let them know when I'm coming ahead of time because, they do shit like they did to Tommy, where they pop out 10 deep. I would rather have me and my people pop up on them than have them know that I'm coming and have them pop up on me. So I'm never going to give you guys advance notice because I know that, believe it or not, you guys, some people in the 2,400 among us are the ops. The ops absolutely monitor my shit. Antifa absolutely monitors my shit. Just like I monitor theirs. Just like I have other people monitoring theirs. Just like Cam Higby was in their Signal chats. I'm in some of their chats here in Oregon too. I'm watching what they're doing while they're watching my content. And I don't want them to know before I pop out on them. Justin, bro, again, happy birthday, man. Big love and respect to you. I respect so much that you stayed home with your family on your birthday. God bless you and your family this year. May you and your wonderful family be protected in the mighty name of Jesus. You are protected. God protects and loves his people. Sister, I love you so much. I love you so much and thank you. God bless you and your family. You guys and everyone in this chat is always, everyone in our community is always in my prayers every morning and every night. Mr. Paramedic, your audience is amazing. The amount has already gone up to $1,600 as soon as you posted that. Good job, fam. And where is it now? I believe the last we had, it was 6,000 something. The last that I saw, that thing went up like that. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy what this community just did for that man. It's beautiful. Dude's drones. Zohan Mamdami's Zohan Mamdami's mom, a filmmaker, was in the Epstein drop, and his supporters are raiding his home and protesting. Are they at his house? Are they at his house protesting? So I'm seeing that is it $7,400? $7,400 right now, you guys, on that GoFundMe for Captain Jerry. You guys are beautiful. Is there a live Dudes Drones? Does anybody know if there is a live for this? Does anybody know if there's a live? Because I would love to see the live stream of Zohan Mamdami's people going hard on him like that. Funky Führer, would I be a king in jail for avenging that veteran? Well, here's the thing is that nobody's really a king in jail, but you would definitely be respected. You would be respected. Mr. Paramedic just gave 200. Now it's at 2,800 and now it's at 7,500 as of right now. Sweet Steph just let us know. Thank you, Sweet Steph. Love you, sis. $7,500. Since we posted the comment, the pinned comment to his GoFundMe, $7,500, you guys. Dana Bell said, the fire chief in Ilwaco, Washington, 37, grape and corn. Baby grape and corn. Holy shit. Is that the fireman that got arrested by ICE? Is that what that is? Mace, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Developer Dave, Oregon is so fucking wild. Oregon is a mess, bro. Oregon is a mess. Metalhead Fisherman, Portland PD protects the soy ninjas. Soy ninjas is a new one, dog. I like that shit. Midwestern Mom, I donated and it's up to $3,035. Go, fam. And now we know it's up to $7,500. How incredible. What a great evening. You guys have made this evening such a blessing. DB, even God gave his angels weapons and armor. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about right there. Well stated, my friend. Well stated. Tristan Allen said, there was a black preacher down in Daytona today at a protest, and the left started aggressive with him, calling him a traitor, a racist, and a fascist. In Daytona, you say? In fucking Daytona? Is there video of that, Tristan? Tristan, please let me know if there's video of that. Because I guarantee you, I probably know some of the people there. Unless it was at like that, what's the name of that college? You know the college I'm talking about if you're from Daytona. But I probably knew some of the people there if it was just a normal protest. That's crazy. I wouldn't expect that type of shit in Daytona, to be honest with you. Everybody I know in Daytona is conservative as fuck. Conservative as fuck. 45. We are the salt of the earth. Facts, brother. Facts. Part-time cyborg. PDX supporting Mike is a state-sponsored terror. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, man. Thank you, tow truck. Mr. Paramedic, you guys are heroes. It's at $3,700, brings a tear to my eye. Each donation from your fam are $100 to $200. I love you guys. It's at $7,600 to help that disabled elderly veteran now. I couldn't be any more proud of what all of us have built together here, you guys. I couldn't be any more proud of what we have built here. Tamara Cook said, everyone send an email to and call to confirm receipt. I'm from Michigan and they're lying. Can I send you info? Please do. Send it to me on X if you can. If not, Insta. Please and thank you, ma'am. I didn't mean Embry-Riddle. Embry-Riddle's like the aviation college. There's that other college. You know what I'm saying? I was a bartender for a while there, and everybody hated it when that other college had a bunch of people raid their bar because it was a nightmare. SD Dragons. Yeah, I thought it was crazy too. Yep. Lone Star. It's a mandate to defend the weak by God. Example in Psalms 82, 3 and 4. Vindicate the weak and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and destitute. Rescue the weak and fatherless. Deliver them out of the hand of the wicked. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, brother. That was absolutely perfect. Backing it up with scripture. Amen. I like that one. I like that one. Funky Fearer. Spider Mike would flip a cop car when he leaned against it. Bro, seriously, bro. I don't know how you get to a point where you are like rotten on the inside like Spider Mike. I wouldn't be talking shit about the man's weight at all if he had a good heart. If he wasn't, Bethune-Cookman, thank you so much, Banana River Bandito. Bethune-Cookman, thank you. I appreciate you. If he wasn't a supposed child groomer, a fentanyl dealer, and somebody who attacks elderly veterans that are disabled, like pick a fucking struggle in being a horrible person. You can't do them all, bro. Jack Dog Steve, thank you so much. Hold on. Yo, Mando Calriz is about to hit 9 years clean. Started a podcast this year with his cuz for people that need a voice. Your passion for doing what's right is an amazing inspiration. I can't thank you enough. I'm so proud of you, big dog. Congratulations on that 9 years. The Venomous Walrus just got here. Who's Captain Jerry? Sorry, I'm behind. So I don't know if this was a while back. I don't know if you saw the recap, but Captain Jerry is an elderly disabled veteran who was assaulted by a 400-pound Antifa enforcer in the streets of Portland, Oregon, knocked unconscious, probably has a traumatic brain injury, and definitely has a concussion. Diamond Alex, love you, Bubba. Mr. Paramedic said 5,100 now, and now it's at $7,750 for that veteran, that Captain Jerry. El Jefe, what's up, man? Mike shouldn't be that hard to arrest. Just show him a salad and he blacks out in fear. Holy shit, dog. Holy shit. That's wild. I love that. One guy, one controller. Bro, is that a one guy, one jar reference? Because hot damn. Hey, JD, always cherished the comment you left me on TikTok after getting stabbed as a CO a couple of years back. Love seeing you do great things, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the work that you do. You know, you guys, in your own way, I know you're not immediate first responders. You know, sometimes you are in those situations. But you guys are helping hold the line for all of us. If I hadn't gone to prison, I'd be dead right now. Going to prison saved my life. And it probably saved someone else's life too. I was out of control. Jerry has broken ribs and Mike's boot print on his chest. Holy shit. That's crazy. Khadija, thank you so much for donating. Love you, sister. Appreciate you so much. Tow Truck Chris drove through Portland Saturday night and the riots were wild. All I can say is protect the Second Amendment and pray you get your rights back. I watch you all the time. I believe that I will get my pardon someday. Like I said, with getting my wife, with getting this community, with getting everything, with getting my license back Tuesday so I can finally drive again. I believe everything that happens in my life happens in God's time, and that God gives me things when he knows it's the right time and I'm ready. So hopefully. Frank Family Homestead, thank you. JD, I know this is not much in tough times in this homestead house. Can you please donate this on the GoFundMe, please? God bless you and your family from the Frank family and Sergeant Payne. Absolutely. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mr. Paramedic, 5,700. Oh, yeah. We've been watching this in real time just go up, you guys. Yo, J Kappa, thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. SD Dragons. That's the link of the video to the firefighters. Hold on real quick. Let's jump real quick. Let's do something real quick. Let me get this on screen. Add stage. Let's see if we can find... It won't be in bookmarks, so... I see you, Anthony Cavazos. I love you, brother. Firefighters arrested by ICE. This right here, hold on. Let's watch this real quick because I showed you what they did. I showed you what they did to Tommy Boy. Here is a nurse making fun of Tommy.
I got chunked.
Keep in mind, this woman is a fucking nurse. And this is what she said to Tommy after he was jumped by 10 people and hit in the face with a rock.
I got chunked by 10 people. Yeah.
Weak little bitch.
And you I got chunked by 10 people. Yeah.
Weak little bitch.
You're a soy, weak little bitch. And the black dude is yelling, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's fucking crazy. That's absolutely insane. That's a nurse conducting herself like that after somebody was attacked. Oh, this is really important as well, you guys. I want you to see what they're doing in Minneapolis right now. This is a traffic checkpoint that they're doing. These are not cops. These are Antifa doing traffic checkpoints on private citizens who have out-of-town plates. Shit. I hate it when they use copyrighted music. But look at this. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. They're stopping people with out-of-town plates from coming through. Do you know what I would do if you tried to stop me when I was coming through? So this lady is an oncology nurse at the Portland ICE protest. It looks like we don't have her identified yet. Here's more of a video. Let's listen to a little bit more of what this really kind, healing nurse said to Tommy after he was assaulted.
They got beat up earlier. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, this dude is showing her video of it. He has video of it.
Yeah, violent leftist terrorists. They got beat.
She is identified. Let's see if we see it in the chat. Here's what they did to Tommy's face. Are his glasses broken? Oh, shit, man. This is what they did to TKO Tommy Boy's face when they jumped him. She is identified, looking for it. Thank you guys so much. Why wasn't Spider Mike arrested for elderly abuse? Because the Portland Police Department works with and for Antifa. That's their people. Okay.
Hospital in a second. Apology. So if you see my ass in a hospital, you're in a load of shit because you're really fucking sick. Okay.
You can't even spell that either. Oh shit. Hospital.
So she basically starts doxing herself. Oh, there we go. There we go. There she is. Maybe you shouldn't have said that you're in an oncology nurse. Maybe that was a bad idea, you guys. Maybe somebody should call the Inpatient Adult and Curative Oncology, Oregon Health Science and University. Oh, man, it'd be so bad if somebody called her work or flooded her work with calls. Uh-oh, Olivia Kaufman. Uh-oh. It sure would suck if your work got called a few hundred times and you didn't have a job anymore. It is over $8,000 right now. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bikers in Portland have been notified about Lone Wolf Spider Mike and nobody is happy. Here's the thing that I know about bikers. Bikers respect veterans. Bikers don't attack disabled people. They don't attack the elderly. They respect veterans. Bikers are fucking patriotic people, you guys. I've never met a club that wasn't patriotic. I've never met a club that fucked with bullying elderly, disabled, or veterans. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So yeah, this is the nurse. This is her. Just so everybody gets a good look. Be a shame if she lost her job over this, wouldn't it? Oh my God, Yard Maiden, you're such a gangster. I don't want to pin that because I don't want to lose Jerry's GoFundMe, but there is the link for the Oregon Board of Nursing. You are such a gangster. It'd be such a shame if she lost her license or her job over that, wouldn't it, you guys? Poor Olivia Kaufman. Damn, it'd be so bad if you lost everything for the way you were conducting yourself in the streets when somebody got assaulted. Man, wild shit. Let's peep this out. Let's see what this is.
If you've ever wondered how protests happen on the spot, this is exactly how. Without organizers, without the music, without the bullhorns.
Socialism is the future? Get the fuck out of my country, retards.
Without all of these people coming together, and right now what they're doing is they're loading their trucks to leave out of here after they finish with the protest. None of the protests that you see that happen immediately after something happens, which is all the time now, wouldn't be possible. What's behind me is a combination of Party for Socialism and Liberation. We have Democrat Socialists of America here as well, and a couple very loose communist organizations like Revolutionary Communists for America. None of the protests that you see are organic. They're well organized, and because they're well organized, that means they're well funded through various campaigns, whether it's foreign influence campaigns or it could be even Democrat campaigns. So this is how it all happens.
So it looks like her LinkedIn has now gone private. She's privated it. And the real Sean Lennon said, "Don't cry when they dox you. It's fair game now." Well, I got news for you, Bubba. They already doxed me. I've been swatted 6 times. And doxing is not showing public information that people have already released. I think that you don't understand what doxing is. Doxing is not showing somebody's public profile that they put on the internet themselves. It's releasing somebody's private information. And that shit's already happened to me. And guess what? Not a baby back bitch is pulled up here. They try to use the police to do it. It's happened 6 times. I'm not doxing somebody's private personal info. I just showed what was posted to the internet by her herself. And y'all can try to get me fired. I own my own businesses. I have employees. None of my customers are going to go, "Oh, JD's not a violently retarded Antifa leftist pinko commie weirdo. I'm not going to do business with them anymore." They think I'm lit. Because I don't fuck with retards, bro. So you got me all the way fucked up, fella. But if you feel some type of way, I do have something for you. It's the binky. And you put it in your throat. You give it a little... Yeah, it can remind you of your creepy uncle. Mike Zero Source, can you post Captain Jerry's GoFundMe page? I want to donate. Brother, it is the pinned comment in the chat right now if you want to go donate, brother. I love your heart. Thank you. Blue Core Devil said, JD might not be a veteran, but he's a great man whom I would stand with shoulder to shoulder any day of the week. Go W Yo Cowboys. Hey, bro, Blue Core Devil, that means so much to me. I love you, and I would stand with any of our veterans any day of the week, man. Big love, big love. Yarn Maiden said she could crochet a boohoo bib to compliment the binky. That would be dope. Yo, that GoFundMe is at $8,500 now, you guys. $8,500. His goal is $9,000. And since we posted that GoFundMe in the chat, 45 minutes ago, it has gone up to $8,500 from $700. Hell yeah. I love you guys. Gusta Fargoon. Somebody beat my $500, one vet to another. Thanks, Captain. My guy, 500. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for supporting Captain Jerry. Kane said, our side is afraid of organizing. They're not. They're very not. Just saying. They're very well organized. They are organized to the point where they are actually, at this point, putting themselves in the realm of RICO, at the very least. If not insurrectionist behavior, definitely in the organized crime realm. You have to be careful so you don't end up there, because it only takes a few people acting criminally. If you organize, a few people acting criminally can get you hemmed up in RICO. Mike Zero Source just donated to Captain Jerry. Praise God. Dudes Drones shared Jerry's on 3 other platforms. Yes. Thank you. Blue Core Devil. Tiny got shot in the ankle, man. That's crazy. Gray Lady Down. Pinned the GoFundMe. I have great followers. Thank you so much, Gray Lady Down. Love you. Mike Zero Source said, your chat educated me quickly on how to donate. You have the greatest chat and community. We have the greatest community, brother. This is all of ours. It's about every single one of us, man. Every single one of us. Emailed the Oregon Board of Nursing. Hell yes. Hell yes. Miss Freedom, as a teacher for 20 plus years, seeing the brainwashing being done to kids firsthand, and having been sober since 21, now I'm 46, I feel like this is such an amazing and welcoming community, and we are so glad to have you be a part of it. Thank you for what you did to, well, I suppose it sounds like you're still a teacher. Thank you for guiding our kids. Thank you for seeing through the brainwashing and indoctrination. And congratulations on being sober for 25 years. That is so incredible. I wish that I could have figured it out at that age of 21. That's absolutely amazing. Tristan said, just donated. And did you hear about the black preacher in Daytona getting assaulted by lefties who got mad he was preaching the word of God? That is so crazy to me. Jax, welcome. We love you. We're having an incredible evening. We've been talking about Captain Jerry, who was assaulted by that violent fat retard Spider Mike, the Antifa enforcer. And he had a GoFundMe going for him because he has a traumatic brain injury, a broken rib, and several other injuries. He's an elderly disabled man in a wheelchair. And since we shared, his GoFundMe had $700 in it. It's over $8,000 in the last 45 minutes since we shared it in this community. This community has showed out and showed up for a veteran.
That's amazing. I just came upstairs because I wanted to send my love to the chat and everyone, but I'm going to tear up. That's going to make me cry.
I see. That's part of another advantage of having glasses on when I'm live, because sometimes these beautiful humans, they be making me cry a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's just absolutely amazing.
So I just found out that a black preacher in Daytona got assaulted by lefties who were mad that he was preaching the word of God.
No.
Yeah. Halo Freak, I didn't understand Antifa is a terrorist labeled organization. Why isn't the FBI rolling in the paddy wagons and arresting them all and throwing them in prison and charging them as traitors? Well, I'm going to give you my opinion, and this makes people mad every time. $8,600, by the way, you guys, you're beautiful. I'm going to let you know my opinion, because I think that this administration that we have right now is soft. I think they're scared to actually do decisive action. I think that they're still operating. You know how we all are over the idea of being called a fascist or a Nazi or a white supremacist or racist, and we don't let us terrorize us into not standing up for what we believe in anymore? I feel like our government is still terrified of words, and they're being soft. They shouldn't worry about people calling them authoritarian for enforcing the laws and protecting the people, because they're already calling them authoritarian. They're already calling them fascists. They're already calling them Nazis. And I think, yeah, they might be. So Kane said they're afraid of the midterms. They should be more afraid of losing the support of the people who support them, because they're failing to act. It's crazy. It's crazy. Daryl Denver said Crying Wolf fell off in 2020. Man, yeah. Nicki Minaj is exposing on X tonight. Exposing what? What's she exposing? Oh, no. Oh, no. Mr. Paramedic said, paramedic here. He's not faking it. That's a traumatic brain injury. Hurts my heart. Y'all get that GoFundMe to 10K. Love you so much, brother. Sherry said the GoFundMe organizer turned on the auto update, so as the donations come in, the goal adjusts up. My son hit his head like that. He now has seizures. I am so sorry for your son, sis. That is terrible. And, I think that with what he's got in front of him, especially since there's a possibility that the Portland police might charge him with an assault because they said it's mutual combat and we don't have lawful mutual combat in the state of Oregon, he's going to need every penny he can get, man. God bless that veteran. T-Man, what will it take for Trump to pull a Mr. Burns and release the hounds? Time for things to get serious and work to get completed. I keep waiting, but he just announced, because of the Eugene, Oregon situation, he came out and he did a press conference where he talked about what happened right here in my city when they broke the windows out, smashed out the windows, and penetrated and infiltrated the federal building and lit a fire in there. He came out and did a press conference saying he's not going to send in the military. He's not going to deploy the National Guard unless specifically asked by the states or cities to do so. And they'll have to say, please. How about just protect the fucking American people, dude? The people in the governments in these blue states are never going to ask you for help, but the people in these states are asking you for help because our local government is fucking failing us, man. It's fucking crazy. Tow Truck Chris, 5 years clean and sober. Thank God I avoided trouble. Congratulations, man. 5 years is beautiful, bro. Hey, Loren, thank you so much. Everything Sinister. Hi, Army veteran. Discovered you a few weeks ago. Excited for the first super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Thank you for joining this community, and thank you for your support. Assaulting an elderly is an automatic felony. Those DEI cops have got to go. I'm telling you right now, imagine if this had happened in Florida. Imagine if they had assaulted an elderly person in Florida or Texas. Them cops would have fucking whooped his ass before they got him in the car. You're 100% right. It's an aggravated felony. It's a felony assault, but it's an aggravated felony assault. It's crazy. Jay Kappa, hi, bro. Love this. I started making Bible-based stuff. If you guys want to hear, let's spread the hope of the gospel during this wild time. Man, that's amazing, and we all need a little positivity. I know I cover a lot of dark stuff, so anybody out there rocking some positive shit, man, that's beautiful. Zoloff, these anti-ICE protests are popping up all over Florida. Really? I bet they're being peaceful protests, though, and not being crazy riots. Tristan Allen said, yes, video was on YouTube. It was at a Daytona government building. Let's see if we can find that real quick, actually. Let's see if it's on YouTube. It's probably over here on X as well. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Press two buttons, big old fingers. Okay, that's the video of Captain Jerry. This is at South Florida. This is Muslims affiliated with CAR and some South Florida attacked a Christian street preacher. Is this what you guys are talking about? Let's see these Muslims attack this dude.
You're a terrorist. You terrorist.
Come fight, you fucker. Come. Come fight. You fucker, come. You wanna fight?
God's gonna burn you in hell, you child of the devil.
Is this what you guys are talking about? This doesn't look like a government building. And this is, love you, babe. This is some Muslims attacking a Christian street preacher in South Florida. That's not Daytona. That's crazy, though. Let's see. All of this, everything on my shit is about this. This is about Captain Jerry, man. Attacked for preaching the gospel. A street preacher attacked for preaching the gospel. This is crazy. Cane Master, thank you so much for that big support. Thank you. I appreciate you so much, brother. Huge love to you. In him is the only life you can receive.
Want in hem is het de enige leven wat je kan ontvangen. Kom bij Jezus Christus, want Nou, jij slaat mij, maar ik sla je niet terug. Want Jezus zei, hou van je vijand. Nee, maakt niet uit. Kom naar Jezus, want Jezus leert je om van je vijand te houden. Ik ben niet bang voor de... Maakt niet uit. Ik ben voor Christus en Jezus die heeft leven, broers en zussen.
It's crazy to see Muslims attacking Christians in the streets in different places, particularly in Florida. This is a preacher, I believe, attacked by a trans person in Portland, which would track.
What are you going to do? Come attack me now?
Oh, shit.
What are you going to do? Come attack me now? Hey, man, that's up to you. If you want to pull that on me, well, God bless you. So you just threatened me with a gun. You just pulled a gun on my...
An angry trans person pulling a gun on somebody who is a street preacher for preaching. That's where we're at. That's what we're doing now. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Everything sinister. A new wheelchair is $3,000 to $7,000. So great job, everyone. Yeah, and his wheelchair is broken. So thank you guys, every single person that donated. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up for Captain Jerry. Dana Bell, he was arrested 3 years ago, a guest of Pacific County Jail, $1 million bail. He doesn't want out, if you know what I mean. Who are we talking about? I think we're behind. Somebody please put me up on who we're talking about here, because that's interesting. That's really interesting. Bobby Lynn, if you pop up, make sure you're OC and CS. You know what I mean. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Okay, so it looks like it is over $10,000 now in that GoFundMe, you guys. You guys are so incredible. That is so amazing. Peeneater. Pew, 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 pew. I love you, bro. Mando Calriz about to hit 9 years. That is incredible. Cody said, what if people on the right got organized and showed up to protest in Charlie and MAGA attire? Do you think they would still act out if outnumbered? Well, Cody, it's funny you should mention that, because when I went out to Portland, I went out there and they were just absolutely just dogging people out, like attacking Tommy and shit like that. And when I showed up, a bunch of other patriots showed up, and it was exactly what you just described. They were outnumbered. And no, they were crying, and they were begging the police for help. Dog, they were begging the police for help. The same cops that they kept saying, fuck you to, all of a sudden, they're begging them for help. Billy Bob said, I hope he gets better and continues his fight. Stay safe, JD, and thank you for bringing this to light. Your halo shines brightly, my friend. I'm just honored and privileged to be a part of this community, to be honest with you, bro. I'm just honest to God, humbled to be a part of this community. Truth Junkie, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Deuteronomy. However, this does not restrict him to the kind of tools he would use, does it? You know, we can all be a tool of God at times, bro. We can all be a tool of God at sometimes. Macy said, God used David to exact his revenge. He uses us when he needs us. His vengeance sometimes comes with great violence. David was a man after God's own heart. Amen and hallelujah. Yo, thank you so much for donating, sis. Joe Dion, as a vet myself, I still thank the ones who came before me for their service, because if they didn't do their job, I couldn't have done mine. Sickening what's going on. Absolutely, 100%. And dude, thank you for your service and your sacrifice, brother. Yo, Frank Family Homestead, I appreciate you. I told you I'll bring you on screen when we got down here. Anthony Cavasso! Hi, JD. Glad to be here. Been stressed out this week. Had so much on my plate. My parents have been out of town and I've been having a hard time at work. Glad you're here, and I'm glad that you're here with us. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Tyler Wilson said, just barely got here. What did I miss, brother? Well, you missed that a 400-pound Antifa enforcer retard violently assaulted an elderly disabled veteran, knocking his wheelchair over, giving him a traumatic brain injury, breaking a rib, other injuries, breaking his wheelchair. And we have gotten him up to $10,132. Oh, $10,500 now on his GoFundMe. That was $700 when we found it within the last hour, brother. Within the last hour, we have helped Captain Jerry get up to where he needs to be because he needs a new wheelchair. He's probably going to have some sort of hospital bills. He's definitely got a long road to recovery. And the Portland PD didn't arrest the dude who assaulted him. They're actually threatening to possibly arrest the veteran as well because they're saying it was mutual combat, and we don't have mutual combat laws here in the state of Oregon, which is crazy. Vashti said, send Jerry on a cruise to get some rest in peace. Well, you know, he could use that because nobody that lives in those apartments has been able to rest in a year now because of these Antifa retards, man. It's absolutely insane. Serenity Gaming. I wanted to bring attention to my friend Melissa Hernandez. She's gunning for Eric Swalwell's position. Even though she's a Democrat, she's a good one. Hell yeah. Dude, there are some good Democrats out there. There are some good Republicans out there. There are some good Democrats out there. You know, I don't think that either side is full of all bad people. I think there's good and bad on both sides. You know, Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat. RFK was a Democrat. You know, they jumped on the side they saw was going the right direction. And I think they made the right choice. Blue Cord Devil. Let them try to stop a 7,200-pound F-250 with a big winch bush guard on front. Hell yeah, my brother. Hell yeah. Anthony Cavasso said, what's the real issue with ICE? I hear some saying they're regular people doing a job, and others saying they're deporting legal citizens too. Ask anyone who's telling you they're deporting legal citizens to name one and back that up factually. Tell them to back that shit up factually. We don't deport U.S. citizens here. And look, when you're pushing to get millions of people that were illegally let into our country out, there might be some mistakes that are made. Some people might be detained temporarily that are actual citizens if they don't have, you know, their ID on them. That shit's going to happen. That shit happened under every other administration. ICE has been doing this for literal decades, and under other administrations, they had way higher numbers. But there have been so many people let into this country without any type of vetting or, you know, looking into them. We have to get people out. We don't know who's here anymore. Robert McNamara said, I'm on disability, so I don't have much. Here's a couple bucks for the cause. I love you, brother. Don't ever feel like you have to donate. Just you being here is amazing. We appreciate it. Tristan said, didn't she say Tommy would be effed if he came into her hospital, that he would be dead? Yes. I mean, she insinuated that she would let him die. So that's fucked up. Keep it hopeful. At Nico Oregon X stream from last night is a good view of who Jerry is as a person at the 58-minute mark. In no way was he the aggressor. Recommend watching. And, you know, I also, I have a couple friends that have actually interviewed Jerry. And he's just a good dude. He's just an elderly vet who fought for this country, who's just trying to have some peace in his remaining years. He's just a good dude, bro. He's just a good dude. I wish that I was a little more organized with all of this because I have a lot of stuff that I'm gearing up for, going over a lot of the Epstein stuff that's in here. I know that I have an interview with Jerry in here somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I want you to see what Antifa did to this woman. Let me make sure. Let's get this big because you guys are not going to believe this. This is crazy. They just drop kicked this woman to the ground. They will beat up elderly people. They will beat up women. They will beat up children. They will beat up the disabled. I want you to remember who's calling you a Nazi. I want you to remember who's calling you a fucking fascist. I want you to remember that shit. Danny Rebel, Jerry got me Monster Energy drinks one night. Great man. God, bro. I'm so glad that we're able to do something for him. He is at $10,772, man. That is so beautiful. So, as you can see, this woman is actively retreating, and they jump her from behind. The crowd is yelling to this man to punch this woman. This woman is press. And he's yelling at these men. They're yelling at this man to punch her.
Punch him! Get her! Get her! Fuck this bitch! Fuck her! Get off the way! Get off the way! Get off the way! Get off the way! Come on, man! Let her go, man. Come on. Relax! Let her go.
She is sitting there on the ground crying after they attacked that woman. They have attacked this woman. These are men. These are multiple men attacking this woman who is just press. She's just there documenting what's happening. And these fucking thugs, this is insane. This is insane, you guys. This is insane.
Even though she's not what are you on?
Hey, just go. Just get out of here. Hey, guys, don't let her go. Come on, boy. Boy, él es infiltrada.
That is absolutely insane. They will attack women. They will attack your children. They will attack anyone they can get their hands on that they think disagrees with them. That woman was just there reporting. Do you guys know who Gypsy Crusader is? He's a white supremacist. He's a very racist dude. He does a lot of clips. You've probably seen him dressed up as the Joker, throwing slurs. I never knew that he did this, though. I wouldn't play any of his super crazy shit here on YouTube, but this is Gypsy Crusader when he snuck up on Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's assistant, Ghislaine Maxwell. Watch what he says to her.
Where are you gonna go now? You gonna go try to find them? Maybe go talk to some more human traffickers? No, you sure? No? You ain't gonna talk to no more human traffickers, you sure? Can I follow you? What if I follow you? Are you gonna call Jeffrey when you get back? Are you gonna call any of your human trafficker friends? Huh? No? Where are you gonna?
That shit is fire, bro. That shit is fire. That shit is absolutely hilarious. That he cornered Ghislaine Maxwell like that. That is absolutely hilarious. Let's see real quick if we can find old Captain Jerry here on an interview. Look at this fucking douche, bro. Look at that fat piece of shit. This is the dude, the 400-pound dude who assaulted Captain Jerry, an elderly disabled veteran. That's Jerry on the ground with the paramedics and the police after being attacked. That is case in point assault of an elderly person. That is so insane that he got away with that and that the police haven't arrested him. Here is Captain Jerry's GoFundMe, man. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this right now. That is, oh shit, it's not on the screen. My bad. So, hey, huge shout out to Portland Andy for sharing this. Huge shout out to Portland Andy. Oh, hey, here he is right here. Awesome. Awesome, you guys. This dude right here is who you guys have been donating to. He is an elderly disabled. He was retired ship captain, 32 years of active service, 8 in active reserve. That's 40 years of service to this country, you guys. That is 40 years of service to this country. What a fucking hero, you guys. An absolute hero. Here's from Portland Andy's stream. Shout out Portland Andy.
Oh shit, Joe! Oh shit!
Portland Andy is pissed. That is so insane. You guys, great job helping Captain Andy. Here's what Spider Mike had to say afterwards as well. A 400-pound dude feeling real tough about himself after he attacked an elderly disabled veteran.
Did you hear what happened to me?
I heard you got hit by an electric wheelchair.
Yeah, you know the little guy that scoots around and he wears that reflective vest and he's an older guy.
Yeah,
I
think I know who you're talking about.
I support ICE or I love ICE button or something. Well, he was riding around. He was using the crosswalks going fast.
Yeah.
On that little thing.
And
yeah, he hit a couple people. He ran over my foot. And then as he ran over my foot, I'm like, whoa, motherfucker. And he takes off and he hits somebody else. And then as he goes down towards Patriot Corner, he stopped and was talking to a couple officers. And so I'm like, shit, I'm going to go talk to them, and let them know that this guy is, he's yelling out peaceful protest, but he's hitting people. He ran over my foot. So next thing I know, when I got to the crosswalk about going that way, he does a U-turn from the cops. Whoop! And then he just aims for me. He's looking right at me too. And he's all, and then he just hits me and my feet go out. And
this 400-pound dude who we all watched multiple times, he ran at him from the side with a weapon in his hand and pushed him over, and he's acting the victim, saying that he almost knocked him off of his feet, that he hit him with his scooter and he almost knocked him off of his feet. That's crazy victim complex, my guy. That is crazy victim complex. Here we go. Let's hear a little bit from this dude. You guys tell me if you think that this dude is an aggressor. This is Captain Jerry.
I lived here that whole time, and nothing happened down here. I mean, the ICE officers would come down here to one of the restaurants and, I might be in there and I'd see them come in their uniforms and they'd have a nice quiet lunch and go back to work.
Now, I want to give a huge shout out to the young lady doing this interview. She is a friend of mine, her and her brother Rylan. This is Brooklyn. I believe she is 13 or 14 years old. She is interviewing Captain Jerry. Rylan and Brooklyn came down one night when we were there to get me, Nick Shirley, Cam Higbee, and a few other independent journalists autographs on a Charlie Kirk hat. And she is an absolute delight. This interview is super cool. Great job, Brooklyn. We love you.
Yeah, there wasn't any there wasn't any confrontation at all.
Yeah, and there wasn't no protesting or tear gassing or anything.
No. I mean, the parking laws right now, you're supposed to pay to park here, but people are parking and before there'd be no cars around here.
No cars, you say?
Yeah, because there wasn't a whole lot to do down here. But now the protesting, like you say, has become more of a social thing for the people that don't like Trump. Most of the people, they'll come down here and they'll hear them scream about trans rights, homosexuals' rights, everything other than ICE. But this is a rallying point for them to come and because they don't like the current president.
Yeah. Wow.
And to add with that, I'm spent 30 years in the military, and I've been overseas in battles to fight for everybody's freedom of speech. I don't mind these people coming down here to peacefully protest, or here or anywhere in the city, but as long as they're peaceful. And but right now they're not being very peaceful. They're mean.
So to me, this dude doesn't seem aggressive. Captain Jerry doesn't seem aggressive, and those scooters are not powerful. Spider Mike is a very full-grown man. He's a very overgrown man. So for him to play the victim after attacking this man in his scooter makes my fucking blood boil. And for those of you asking if he's been arrested, no. And the police are actually talking about possibly charging Jerry with an assault and putting Jerry in jail, which checks because the Portland PD works for Antifa. Nick said, I have lost a lot since I left Afghanistan, but I am so happy I found this community to call home. Much love and respect. I hope to be sober soon. Nick, thank you for your service and your sacrifice. I'm sorry for everything that you have lost. I'm sorry that our country is not towing the line for what your service deserves. We love you and thank you for being here. It's an honor to have you here, my brother. Bobby Lynn said, you and Nate may beef. He's a little bit country and you're more rock and roll, but you both speak to my spirit, animal, soul. Be safe out there, man. We don't even beef. That's not like, so just so you know, we don't beef. We respectfully disagree with each other on very, very few things. Very few things. There's almost everything we agree with each other on. Every once in a while, we don't agree and we're like, yeah, cool, man. That's what's up. You know, if I was a drinking man, we'd have beers about it. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. He's always going to be my brother. We could disagree on literally everything. We agree on the important things. You know what I'm saying? I know that if I called Nate right now and I said, brother, a bunch of swarm of angry Antifa pedophiles are outside my house. He lives 15 minutes away. He'd be here in 7 minutes. I guarantee you, gunned up. Valhalla would be at my house in 7 fucking minutes if I called him and told him I needed him. And I would do the same thing, except I'm not lawfully allowed to own weapons. But I'd go die fist fighting people with guns to protect him and his children and his beautiful wife. That's where it stands. Jeanette, what is up? I got kicked out of a VA hospital for a security guard for talking rude to a vet. I'm glad I wasn't there when he did that to Jerry. I would be in jail. And that's how I feel about it too. That's how I feel about it too. There was a crowd of people standing around laughing while this man was on his back, unconscious, with a broken rib and a traumatic brain injury. Mr. Paramedic said we are at $11,100, you guys. It has been a little bit over an hour, and it went from $700 to $11,100. You guys are incredible. Enrique said, did my part with that info for Tommy. Thank you so much, brother. Nick Moss said, Lord Mandelson from the British Labour Party resigned today due to the Epstein file release. One down. Holy shit. Here's the thing, man. Resignations are great. Executions is what we want. I want every single person that you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt had anything to do with going to that island or to Epstein's place in New York or Epstein's place in Florida and hurting kids. I want them publicly fucking executed. Nothing else is acceptable. Blue Core Devil said, JD is a combat vet. None of us want to go back to war. We hate war more than anyone. Captain Jerry is a peaceful man. May God have mercy on those that make us go back to that mindset. Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. Matthew said, JD, as a disabled veteran, thank you for your service. Can I ask you to lighten the mood by reminding everyone that Taco Tuesday, it's a beautiful thing. Keep up the great work, brother. Thank you for your service. Thank you for lightening the mood. Taco Tuesday is going to be incredible for me. I'm getting my license back for the first time since 2014 on Tuesday. So I'll be able to actually drive my family out somewhere and get a dinner instead of sitting like a passenger princess or taking an Uber. I'm super excited, man. Wish to donate more in college, aiming for masters. Please, sister, focus on what you're doing. You are going to have such an incredible impact on the world. God has put you where he put you for a reason, and we are so proud of you. Six's mom, the reason we don't organize is because we have lives and want to live them. We need hobbies. Aloha from Kauai. You keep hammering home the hobbies thing, sis, and I love that. Captain Squatch says, here's Timor for the captain. And JD, watch out for that chicken. The 1% will handle that. Amen, brother. Amen. The Motor Rockers. Luke 6:38 says, give and it shall be given unto you. I'd sure like to give all that Antifa the wood chipper. That'd be a beautiful thing. That'd be a beautiful thing, brother. Blue Cord Devil. 1620 protests. 2024 protests, 2026 protests, afraid of losing. That might make you go, You got a point there, brother. Mr. Paramedic said, I can't remember if you said or not, but do you got a Discord? We do. And one of the mods can drop that in the chat for you, my man. Love you, brother. Blue Cord Devil. JD, just for you. All the chicken emojis. I got all the I fucking hate that chicken, bro. Cane Master, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Brian Ward. I mean, I'm not anti-Muslim, but I really don't think our cultures can coexist. They're the ones that make us not interminglable, bro. The Muslim culture doesn't peacefully coexist. It infiltrates, it grows, and it doesn't assimilate. It takes over. That's what their plan is. Inevitable safety brief. I know this might get some heat, but if governors and mayors want to allow open rebellion and insurgency and they don't want the federal government to handle shit for them, maybe all the federal funding should be shut off to their areas. And that's what we're seeing happen to all the sanctuary states. That's what Trump be doing. Mr. Paramedic, 10 G's, baby! Frozen. Love what you do, bro. Did you see the mayor candidate of Long Beach calling tomorrow for the gangs to unite and remove ICE? Crazy. So yeah, he called for the gangs of every race except whites to come down to the courthouse so that they could talk about how they're going to fight ICE peacefully. Yeah, that is absolutely illegal, what he's doing, by the way. That is absolutely illegal, what he's doing. And I'm going to let you guys know a little something from somebody who was a gang member who walked away respectfully in good standing, because I've changed my life. I'm not in the streets anymore. I had to walk away in good standing so that I could do the things that I do today, because I do work with law enforcement to put pedophiles away. And I don't want anything to reflect poorly on them in the street code of things when I'm actively out there doing things with federal or local law enforcement. I don't want anybody in prison to go up to my homeboys and be like, yo, that dude that's actively in your gang is working with the police. I just don't want it. But as a former gang member and somebody who's friends with a shitload of gang members still, I can tell you that gang members don't want gangs from other countries here because they don't know how to act. The Trende Ragwins, the people from Somalia, these gangsters and thugs from other countries, they're not about community. They're not about following the rules and ethics and street codes that honorable American gang members live by. No women, no children, no elderly, no disabled. We all have a code that we live by, you guys, when you're out in that life. These people that are coming from other countries, they don't. They come here and they see all these people that have money, and that's all they see. And they'll take it however the fuck they can. They'll attack police. They'll do things that are just way out of the scope of what the street code dictates that we do. So the fucking idea that these motherfuckers in Long Beach, this mayor, is calling for the gangs to come help him, he's violently retarded, bro. He's violently retarded. Irish Bomb Squad, I love you, homeboy. Always have, always will, man. Gator said, Captain Jerry is a fellow squid. We're tougher than we look. Thank you for your service, my brother. Brian said, I will stand with you in Portland. I appreciate that, my man. Hell yeah. The Venomous Walrus, Isaiah 6:8. Here I am. Send me. Antifa is evil, chat. Be brave. Stand your ground. Stand with God. If you don't believe in him, live like you do. Jax, take care of JD. He's a national treasure. I don't know if I'd go that far, brother. You're making me blush over here. I appreciate you. Big love and respect, man. God bless you. Dominar, dude, it's good to see you. Shout out to all my fellow veterans and active duty personnel. A special shout to all those who made the ultimate sacrifice to make and keep this country free. And brother, huge shout out to you and thank you for your service. Flacco said, 100% respect. Big love and respect to you, Flacco. Appreciate you, man. Captain Squatch said, I show respect to today's vets for improving on what vets before them taught them and the vets before them. Absolutely, man. Real Max 5, what do you think about Germany, the Grammys over there saying that we're on stolen land, but South America, Central America, and Mexico because of Europeans? Who said that at the Grammys, dog? Who said that at the Grammys? All I know about the Grammys, because I don't watch that shit. All I know is that my brother Jelly Roll won 2 Grammys tonight. And I applaud him for that. That is absolutely amazing. For somebody who came out of the fucking gutter, out of the streets, out of the fucking trap house, all the way to speaking before Congress about the fentanyl epidemic, to be winning 2 Grammys is incredible. Mr. Paramedic said 10,000 out of 200 donors. That's an average of $50 per person. You guys are heroes. Keep it up, Wood Chipper Clan. I love you guys so much, man. I love you guys so much. Anthony Cavasso said, for any veterans in the chat, how do you feel about somebody telling you thank you? The last veteran I said to grilled me about how he fought for this country while I was wasting my life. Well, I would look and ask, see in the chat. I'm not a veteran, but I'm sure somebody could tell you, oh yeah, no, and his record, he did get pardoned. Jelly Roll did get pardoned. And in fact, I got a call from a good friend who linked me up with somebody who was trying to get Jelly Roll a pardon. And so I immediately hit Bunny up because I know some connected people. And I immediately hit Bunny up, and Bunny told me, yo, he's already got it. It's in the books. It's done. So Jelly Roll is pardoned. He's no longer a felon. His record has been wiped clean. He is a legit, clean, and clear citizen now. Mr. Paramedic said $11,100 in Captain Jerry's GoFundMe. Tarek said, my great-grandpa who lived through Pearl Harbor used to hit me with his electric chair all the time. At most, a bruised shin. Yeah, and it's crazy that this 400-pound at least man would be playing the victim in this situation. Blue Cord Devil, JD is a combat vet. None of us want to go back to war. We hate war more than anyone. Captain Jerry is a peaceful man. May God have mercy on those that make us go back to that mindset. And 100%, most of my veteran friends are like, war is fucking horrific. And they don't want to go back. Inevitable Safety Brief said these protesters put the plunger in the toilet before they sit. Dog, I've never heard that one, and that shit is lit, bro. Hell yeah. T-Man said the thing about messing with people is it is inevitable that one day you will mess with the wrong person, and that person is going to fuck you up. These dirtbags are going to learn one way or another. And that's the thing, T-Man. I fully endorse your statement. You're 100% right. I'm a big dude, and I know how to fight. I'm not like classically trained, but when it comes to street fighting, I'm okay. I don't go out and mess with people. People who actually know how to handle and conduct themselves don't feel the need to go out and fight and attack people and start shit because we're confident in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have the confidence in ourselves to not have to do that shit, man. It's only fucking ass clowns that are out there doing that shit. It's crazy. Solon, what's up, man? What's up, JD? I'm looking forward to when young patriots enter office. Our people need healing, infrastructure, and new leadership that was born here. Yes! No more lobbying or aid. Protect the guns. 1,000% with you. And I am super excited because I see a lot of really insightful young Americans that are very America first. And I think it's absolutely time for fresh blood. I think that the more that I get into the Epstein files, the more I think we need a bigger and bigger reset, man. 100%. Metalhead said, love you, JD and fam. Wish I could give more, but I'm a little strapped. I'll always give something, though. God bless this family and country. I love you and I appreciate you. And thank you for just being you and being here with us. Nick said, thank you. Love, got your back for life. Infantry, no matter the branch, is in this chat. You're loved, bro. I love you. And I love the infantry. Thank you so much, brother. Fantasy Football Grinder. Put your mental health first, man. Sorry I'm late. Glad to have you here, man. Love you so much. Colin said, how are Johns treated in jail? I mean, so like, listen, a dude who goes out and tries to pay for like a blowjob or something like that, they're not going to get the same type of thing as somebody who like forcibly takes pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody in jail is going to be like, oh, you tried to pay for a $50 blowjob? I'm going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of an embarrassing catch. I've never seen nobody get fucked up for that. Everybody's always just kind of like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, there's people out there offering a service. It's like if a chick gets picked up for tricking, I don't think they get no shit in prison. You know, that's seen more as an exchange. Silent Steve, should Don Lemon be arrested? In my opinion, absolutely. He was not just there documenting. And that's what these liberals and the Democrats are trying to push, is he was a reporter. Well, being a reporter doesn't shield you from, you know, committing crimes and not having accountability. I could say I'm an independent journalist and I could go out and commit crimes, do things that are illegal, and I'm still culpable for those crimes, bro. Don Lemon 100% committed a crime. That's on him. Suntop Kinseeker. I'm in the military family. My grandpa and grandma, aunts and uncles, brothers and cousins are veterans. This makes my blood boil. And that's exactly how I feel too. It's exactly how I feel too. Bobby Lynn said, I've been out of the game for a bit, but please call me before my kids. Facts. Felt, bro, felt. Here I am, where am I? Sorry, guys, but veteran versus Spider Mike is a clear case of fuck around, find out. The vet tried to run Mike over. That was the find out part, or the fuck around part. And then he found out wheelchair is not an M1 Abrams. I thoroughly disagree with you on that. We can respectfully agree to disagree. I don't think there's any reason for a 400-pound young man to tip over a fucking elderly disabled man, veteran or not. It just makes it worse that he's a veteran, in my opinion. But you know, we can always agree to disagree. Michael said, look up Mel Gibson, bro. He said he may possibly run for the governor of California. That would be lit, dude. You know, I'm not super into actors and Hollywood types running for office. I'd have to see some pretty based shit out of him. It would be pretty hard to sway me away from being excited about a man who served in law enforcement on the streets of California for 30 years. It's going to be hard to get me away from supporting that, bro. I'm going to support the dude who actively put his life in danger for 30 years to keep the streets of California and the citizens of California safe. I think that's where I'm going to land. Dude's Drone said Don Lemon got praised at the Grammys by Hollywood pedophiles tonight. Is anyone shocked? You know, when life gives you lemons, just hope you don't get Don Lemonades. That's what I say. Don Lemon is a proper case of fucking around and finding out. For real. So, you guys, I've been on here for 3 hours. I just want to thank each and every one of you. We accomplished something so incredible tonight because of each and every one of you. Whether you donated, whether you were just here supporting, I want you to know every time you like the chat, it gets it out to more people. And all of us together, we came together and did something for this elderly veteran who's now suffering a broken rib, a traumatic brain injury. His form of mobility is gone. You could see in this interview, he has to lean up against this wall. He has trouble even standing. You guys, this community is such a blessing. And what we did tonight is incredible and it's powerful. Thank you for being here. It's Fresh, it's Ann said, this looks like now they are trying to incite our powerful veterans to what? Take our rights away? Don't feed their machine, y'all. I'm going to stand with our veterans no matter what. I'm going to stand with our veterans no matter what. Huge love to each and every one of you. I'm going to be back really soon. And until next time, it's always one love, baby. Be good or be good.